Running low and slow, that's the Florida way. Moonshine on the swamp, night and day. Uncle Moonshine with his secret brew under the cypress where the fire burns blue.
Hey, everybody. I want people to give them a minute. Damn, that was quick. Came on early and bam, somebody's here. Well, welcome in. I don't know who you are because I can't see the comments just yet. Because I'm waiting on this stupid Wi-Fi to catch up. I appreciate you being here. Come on a little early tonight, just to get things rocking and rolling. See some more people come in and show up. We'll start this thing off with a shot. What do you say about that? Not a whole lot going on. Well, actually, it has been a whole lot. Who's watching? It's Drummond's, of course. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Don't miss Lisa tonight. Miss Lisa's very, very busy moving her boyfriend and his daughter in and rearranging stuff. And so she's overwhelmed at the moment. We've got a lot going on. So I told her just chill out, do what you got to do. And I'll do it by myself. Can you hear me okay, Drummond? So I got music going on in the background. I want to make sure you hear me all right. Drummond, son, can you hear me all right? Okay, cool. The music's not overbearing. I thought I'd play some music in the background and get a mood going. Sons of Legion playing in the background. Got some good jams going. You know, check it out. I think it'd be you and me for a while because usually people don't come in until 8 or after 8. So might just be you and me, brother. Lisa Dane's not here with us. I'm going to make me a little mix break right now. Give me some of that power. Have you heard Sons of Legion? Don't like their stuff. Pretty good. They're pretty well known on TikTok. They've been blowing TikTok up. At least they had been. And they're on Spotify. They got a lot of viewers and followers on Spotify now. I like them. They're good. We'll be cranking up since it's just you and me. We'll jam out, man. Have a drink. Crank this up. See if we can hear it. Let me know if you can hear it. Give me some. Give me some. I want to feel it. I don't want to be too loud, be trying to talk over it. Somebody else joined us on. They must be on YouTube as well. Trying to get it on my Facebook. It always takes forever for my tablet on Facebook to catch up. I don't even know if it's actually streaming tonight. Find out. Nope, not yet. That's crazy. Might have to reboot power and try it all over and all that shit. There we go. There it is. Actually, that's on Princess Moonshine. It is real slow. It's way back there. least I'll try to keep up with the comments. If they join in on Princess Moonshine, well, so be it. I'm tired of trying to jump back and forth and make this thing work. Yeah, these guys are good. I like them. First drink of the night. Got to do a shot here a little bit. Probably right at 8 o'clock. You doing all right, Drummond son? Since last week I saw you. Sure, have another cigarette, Mark. You're coughing. Never know. It's kind of weird being on here by myself. Nobody else to talk to. Hey, you want to come up? Come on up. That's good, man. I'm glad to hear that, Drummond son. Glad to hear it. Awesome. Usually, if there's any chat on Cassie's, it'll show up here too. I don't know why it's showing on hers and not mine. Maybe the way she set it up, I don't know. Sometimes she'll get in here and do things that I'm not aware of to make it better. And here I am. I definitely got to get a better camera. Yeah, I'm looking at it on the tablet. It's like, it looks worse on my computer. It really does. I'm just like a white blob. I got to put my chickens to bed. I'll be back. All right, buddy. Thanks for coming in, man. I'll be waiting. I'll be right here for a little while. Put them mucks to bed. I don't know why it's not streaming over to mine. I'm going to try to check it out. Because on hers, it'll come up over here. Yeah. So I'm going to try mine. Groups. Morning Moonshine. Still not there. And it goes to hers and won't go to mine. I'll figure that out. I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. I really don't. That's crazy. Try it again. I'll go out and try to come back. Oh, no avail. Anyway, we'll get a few more minutes. Usually people don't start popping in here until 8 or after because usually I'm late. So let's give it a few more minutes. Listen to Spy Music by Son of Anarchy. Son of Legions. My bad. What am I saying? You guys know I always screw that up. I always screw something up. Whatever I'm trying to say. See? So, what have we got to... Well, Lisa's not here tonight. So, what do we got going on here? I got something I brewed up back in August of 23. 2 years old. Mango Peach. Try a little bit of that. Well, I had 3 viewers in here a minute ago and they dumped out. I get it. It's all good. I have to start livening this live up, ain't I? Do something. My podcasts aren't here what they used to be. Do something to liven it up. Make it no better. No better. Yep. Daughter. All the time with that. Believing that that's still an issue. Might have to give us some IT pros and go over this with me and look me up right. Like David Beatty. Cup of the water. I don't get it. It is what it is. We make the best of it. Now I have 0 viewers. Great. That's just great. I'm gonna have to stop doing lives altogether, I guess. I don't know. You remember my name? Still nothing. Unbelievable. Check something here. Ah. See, that's screwed up. I clicked to go live on this one a while back off of Facebook, and it's not doing it. I do not know why. That's weird. Yeah, that's weird. Huh. It's showing I am, but it's not. That's weird. Too weird. I do all the right things. It's on Facebook's end. It just keeps screwing it up. I ought to go to uh, Don't cry for me. Yes, just I'm sorry, y'all. It bothers me. It won't do it. Earlier, about 10 minutes before I came on here, it said that Facebook was updated, but clearly they're not. Facebook is all over. Maybe they're updating my shit. I don't know. But I just find it really weird that I have the same issue all the time. So I think it's also something I'm doing as well. But it is what it is. I'll just have to figure it out. Hopefully I'll get it figured out one day. Soon. Really bothers me. So groups, Northern Moonshine, still not there. Unbelievable. I don't know what else to do. Keep trying, I guess. If it happens, it happens. So anyway, here it is, 8:01. You back, Devin son? Oh, it's Shadow. What's up, buddy? It's just you and me. Devin son will be back here in a little bit. Shadow, did you come in on Cassie's Facebook? I gotta know. I'm trying to figure this out. Because I'm not seeing it on my group page. Did you come in on Cassie's or on mine? Yeah, man. What sucks? Go get it. What's up with you, buddy? Oh, no, you're going. What the hell? Name it to hell. These podcasts ain't what they used to be. Maybe I need to send out invites. That would help. I don't know how to do that. Maybe I just quit doing them all together. I'd have more time on my hands, that's for sure. Shadow, which stream are you watching off of? Are you watching off Princess Moonshine or Uncle Moonshine or Morgan's Moonshine? Yeah, feel the same shit. It's pissing me off. We'll try something else. We'll try to just reboot this all together. Maybe that'll help. Princess? Okay, that's what I thought. I'm trying to get it over to mine so I can read all 3 comments. Because it only shows Princess, and I thought that because it only shows Princess and YouTube on my computer, but it only shows mine on my tablet. Oil check, Morgan Moonshine. Oh, you'll check. Yeah, I've been checking, buddy. It's not there yet. So it's all good. It's all good. I'll get it figured out one day. I keep saying that, and I never do. Just got too much shit going on. Trying to get it all sorted out. That's kind of my topic about tonight, too. Trying to get caught up on everything and always being behind the 8 ball. Check it out again here. I rebooted my tablet, so I don't know. This thing is weird. Between the two, but I know a long time ago, StreamYard told me that they don't support tablets. How do you not support tablets? I don't get it. Whatever. So let's try it again. Cross your fingers. Nope. Son of a bitch. Oh, it's on these settings. And I did everything right. I did the go live thing. It's just not doing it. I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. It's all good, man. So anyway, I want to wait a few minutes, guys. I've only got 2 of you here watching, Drum and Son and Mark. We'll just jam out to some music for a few minutes. There it is. Oh, it's on Princess. Damn it. Yeah, it's still on Princess. It's all good. But anyway, got some things I wanted to talk to you guys about, and but I want to make sure there's more people in here that get it. And if not, if they come in late, they'll just have to play the video back from the beginning. But I'll give it a few more minutes. You guys don't mind. You guys want to do a shot? Who's up for a shot? I know Shadow's up for a shot. What about you, Drum Son? You back yet? Yeah, that smells good. This is one of the. I'm going to enter this into the contest at Fort Smith. Hey, Santa, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in, man. Good to see another face. Hell yeah. But this is something I made 2 years ago. made this brandy. It's mango peach, and it came out really good. But there's a couple times where Alfredo and his wife Wendy would come by to visit. This is the only moonshine that she would drink. She really likes this. And she hated moonshine, didn't want moonshine. She just stuck to her beer. And she tried this and she's like, oh, hell yeah. So let's start this podcast off with a shot. Ding, ding, ding. That's good. It's very flavorful. That's one of the ones I'm going to enter on the moonshine contest come next month, October 4th, Fort Smith, Arkansas. Woohoo! Can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. So anyway, tonight, Lisa Day is not going to be with us. I don't know if she'll pop in later or not. I don't know, but she informed me that she's got a lot going on. And that her boyfriend and his daughter are moving in with her at her place. So they're trying to arrange everything, get everything organized to make accommodations for everybody. His daughter is in a wheelchair, so naturally it comes more than just they have to abide by disabilities and stuff. So she's got a lot going on. And I told her, just take it off, man. Don't worry about it. You don't have to be here, sweetheart. We'll do just fine. We'll do shots without you. Actually, I set up a bunch of shots out here just for Lisa so I could match whatever she was doing. So, but hey, we'll just play it by ear and see what happens, right? The other thing I want to talk to you guys about is I apologize because I've been so lax David, if you will. Not so much as lax David, but I haven't been living up to my word and my promise that things are going to get better as far as the herbology and stuff like that. And the biggest problem I have is the fact that it's time. It's all about my time and work schedule. When I work 60 hours a week, it's just hard to get things scheduled in and make time and do stuff. And one of those bins is my herbs that I had growing just went to shit because I wasn't caring for them. And I got like 2 plants left that are like, we're struggling over here. You want to help us out? But I did want to do some stuff and keep this going because I'm really passionate about this. And I want to make this go and I want to educate everybody and help people out. And together we can grow and do things. And just, help with taking herbs and help our own bodies out and stuff like that, our ailments and whatnot. So I was on Facebook one day and just scrolling, checking out stuff on my page and text and messages and whatnot. And something popped up. And it was I can't think what it's called now, but it was a kit. And it comes with everything you need it comes with 60 different remedies. And I got the book right here, but it came in a box. And I'll show you guys the picture. It's called the Lost Remedies Kit. And it's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys seen it or heard of it or what, but it's not top of the line thing, but I thought it would be cool because it already has all the herbs there for you. It's got everything you need to make the herbs and whatnot. So I thought, well, that'll help a lot on my time, and I love doing it. I love making tinctures and stuff like that. And so I bought it, and I got it the other day, and I'm very impressed with it. Like I said, it's not the best and top of the line. I've seen some out there that are better. But I thought, you know what, this will get me jump started and be able to start doing things and making things to help me be a better person, healthy wise, and mentally and all that shit. Biggest thing is I need to quit doing so many damn shots. But anyway, it's called the Lost Remedies Kit, and I got some pictures I'll share with you guys. This is what it looks like. This is what the kit looks like when I got it. I did some videos early on, and I did them earlier today, and it's just too much for me to download. It's too much megabytes. And wouldn't accept it. So I said, okay, fuck it, I'll take pictures. So here's what the box looks like when you get the box. It's gonna pop up. Being this damn computer. There it is. The Lost Remedies kit. Comes in this wood box. And then inside the box, which I was impressed with, this it had another little box. It had these 4 bottles of eyedroppers. And it also comes with a sprayer. One of the things you can change out the dropper for a sprayer. Do a mist, right? Also inside the box, you got all this stuff inside the box. It's a kit. You got the strainer, you got a funnel, you got a little brew pot with a handle on it, and all the different herbs that are in there. There's the different herbs, and a lot of these, I'll read the different herbs that are in this. I'll read them off to you. Can you guys still hear me? So, I'll wait till I get to that picture. That's it. And it's got different stuff in there. You got your jars. You got little canisters for your salves and stuff. Here's your funnel. Then, like I showed you the book a second ago, the Lost Remedies kit. This is the book. Inside the book, it tells you how it goes through everything and tells you how to make and what to make with and what ailments it's good for. Also in the kit, well, there's the inside of the book. It shows you instructions and stuff like that. And step by step, it's real easy. I did 3 of them earlier today. Every one of them was real easy. Also, is this poster that shows you. You look at that poster. Here, I'll show you real quick. I'll turn that off. This poster has the body parts and what ails you and whatnot. It tells you what kind of stuff to use or what to use for what ails you. And it's pretty cool. Like on this one, they got 5 different, or actually more than that. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different things you can use to help with your remedies for colds and flus. And you make these different tinctures or whatever, right? So, like, you just look on here and you say, throat soothing exilsor, elixir. Oh my God. And you turn to page 25 in that book. You go to page 25, it tells you what herbs to add and what to do with it. It's really cool. They got a mucus flush, clear airways tonic, respiratory steam cleanse, lung rescue infusion, grandma's antibiotic. There's a bunch of them. It tells you what page to find those on. Go to that page. It tells you what the ingredients you need, what you got in the kit. Mix it together, make it. I was making them left and right. I was having a good time earlier today. And what I did was I made, so you guys know me, I'm always bitching about high blood pressure and I'm worried about my heart and whatnot. So I did the ones that are remedies for the heart and circulation. And, Lisa's here. What the heck? Well, I thought she was.
I made it.
There she is. Coming in.
No, I
You all right?
can't hear
You hear me okay?
you. There we go. Now I can hear you.
All right. Well, cool. Well, I was just telling everybody that, and I hadn't talked to you about it yet at all. I was talking about everybody to everybody about this kit that I bought. And it comes with different herbs and everything you need to make it. So I'm just kind of going over that with them and telling them what I did today. It's really cool. I was impressed with it. It's I think it was like $89, and I got it on Facebook. And One of them that I made was the blood sugar control. So you go, you look, it tells you what page to look up on it. It says 54. You grab the book, go to page 54. There's blood sugar control drops.
Nice.
It tells you what's in it. It's 2 cups of water, 1 teaspoon of reishi powder, 1 teaspoon of lion's mane, and 2 tablespoons of milk thistle. Right? So there's your 4 ingredients, and it tells you the materials needed. And those materials needed are provided for you in the kit. And bring
Nice.
water to a boil with the reishi powder, the lion's mane, and the milk thistle. Allow the mixture to boil until the liquid is reduced by half. Strain it out. Drink it. It was
Nice.
so simple. Damn, that was too easy. But I will say this. When I did a video of it earlier, the videos are just too large to download on here to show. I was just going to do the videos, right? They're too large. So I thought, well, okay, I'll take pictures and just show the pictures and explain it as I go. And I was telling everybody, Lisa, earlier that I apologize for not doing more and being more productive and doing things toward the herbs and making tinctures and whatnot. So the reason being is because my time is so consumed, especially now I'm working 60 hours a week. So I ordered this kit to help alleviate that. I don't have the herbs, but if I bought the herbs and had everything to make the herbs with,
Right.
boom, that cuts out a lot of my time, right? You know, tending to the herbs and all that, flowers and whatnot, and then foraging them, right? Harvesting them. So I got this kit. Dude, it was easy peasy. And I love it. I absolutely love it. And I did 3 today. I did 3 today within an hour. Cool. And I had fun doing it. I wanted to do more, but I got a lot of stuff to get caught up on, right? And then I did a blood pressure tincture. It was really easy. It's 1 teaspoon reishi powder, 3 tablespoons of lavender buds, and a half a cup of vodka. Mix it together, shake it, let it sit for 4 to 6 weeks. Then, once it's done, you take, I think it said 30 drops a day. Blah, blah, blah. I got those eye drops that came with the kit. It's really simple, really cool. It's not like the Lost Remedies book by Barbara. They definitely played off the name, the Lost Remedies. They played off the name, but they had to change the name and they just call it the Lost Remedies kit, right? But what comes with the kit is they give you a bag of ashwagandha root, lavender, lion's mane, mullein, rosemary, echinacea, lemon balm, milk thistle, reishi mushroom, and yarrow.
Nice.
And also when it was beeswax.
Nice.
So you can make balm.
Make a balm in the cream.
Yeah, make a little balm.
Yep.
It came with little cups to put your balms in. It labels to label everything. I thought it was pretty cool.
Nice.
And I just wanted to share it with everybody. And I also have the link to the website if you want to order it yourself, or at least just check it out and see what you think about it. Of course, it's one of those sales where, you know, they concentrate on sales, right? And, but like, here's the eye droppers. I showed those earlier, Lisa. They're little the droppers.
There you go.
And here's
Those last a long time.
when you open the stuff that's in it, they got strainers, bottles.
Oh, nice.
There's the different bags of different herbs.
Yeah.
There's all the stuff that comes with it. It's got a little brew pot. On both sides of the brew pot, it's got a little pourer where you can pour on either side. And then you got your little canisters. That's the book. That's
The
like I
Lost
said, like
Remedies
it's book. Yeah, the Lost Remedies kit is what it's called. And I think I might be able to, I don't I don't know, because StreamYard's been updating. I might be able to post this on here. I'm not sure. I put it in my notes, and because the StreamYard's got to post for notes, and of course my notes are gone. Great. But anyway, it's on Facebook, and if you type in the Lost Remedies kit, it took me for a little while to find it, but I did find it, and you can order it that way, or at least just check it out. And but I was impressed with it, and the biggest thing for me was it helped me alleviate the time. I need to get rid of that picture, don't I? There we go. It helped reduce my time. We've talked about that before. If you can't grow it or harvest it or whatever, at least you can buy it online.
Right.
And it didn't come with a lot of stuff. It came in. I should have brought out some bags. It's not a lot, but it's something to get you started.
Right.
Like I said, you can always go online and order more of what you need.
Yep.
And I just thought it was a cool little setup where it get me started, get me going on some things. I was concerned about my blood. My everything's always inflamed and shit. My hands are always swollen. My face is always swollen. So I'm gonna start taking this stuff and get it taken care of.
Yeah.
In the meantime, so I thought what I'd do in the future, instead of trying to video it and putting it out here, which I can't because the files are too large to do that, I thought in the future, like next Monday, I might do a live of doing a couple tinctures or something inside my house in the kitchen. I just go live in the kitchen, show it that way.
Right.
Do something like that. The wife would just have to say, honey, I'm sorry. You just have to go over here and watch TV, read your book. Or just stay out of the kitchen for a little while.
Yeah. Give me an hour.
Yeah, just give me an hour. Or it really doesn't take long at all. And it really is pretty cool. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I opened the package, and I was surprised at how much it had. It was all stainless steel, easy to clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, man, this is pretty cool. And it's easy peasy stuff. The instructions are to the T. There's one thing on one of the instructions that kind of threw me. I'll read it to you. I'll tell you, so you'll see why I was like, wait a minute, this don't sound right.
I had to turn my TV down. Sorry.
You're all right.
That was so long.
So the first one I did was the blood sugar control drops. It says drops, blood sugar control drops. So you read that on the instruction, and then it says recommended dosage. Drink 1 cup. I thought this was yeah. So drink 1 cup. I was like, so I did, and I'll tell you what. I'll be honest. I did a video of me tasting it after I did it. It was kind of a funny video. I did a shot of that, and I was like, not too bad if you like pine salt. Because that's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of pine salt. But it really wasn't that bad. It was very minty, very piney, but it wasn't that bad. And, when you think about it, when you're doing it for your health. So, you take medicine, not all medicines taste good.
Yeah. Yeah. Couple
It's
seconds
really
on
cool.
the lips. Off
got
it goes.
immune booster. Winter's coming up. Cold and flu season's coming up. We got immune boosters in here. What immune boosters to make?
That reishi mushroom there and the lion's mane. They're two that are hard to find. So,
Yeah, they're not real big packages. I didn't read how big they were as far as the ounces or whatever. But it's going to get you through 6, 7, 8, 10 remedies, That's a start.
Right. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like it. And like I said, it even comes with the labels to put on your jars to mark what's what. I was like, damn.
My hair's so wet.
They've got youthful herbal elixir to make you youthful.
Oh, boy.
Anti-inflammatory, I need that.
Yeah.
Herbal fever compress. They even got one for menopause.
Right?
So you have an iced tea there. Nice.
Yeah. Whew.
I thought, especially since you weren't going to be here, I got music in the background. It's not too loud, is it?
No, I had my TV on. I forgot to turn it down. Bonehead. I was just rushing to get in here.
Yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys because I know we've talked about it before, but not everybody's able to get out and have gardens and herb gardens and whatnot.
No.
Another thing
No.
I wanted to share with you guys is they also got a new indoor herbal garden. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it, where it just comes in a, I don't know, it's yay big and it's aquaponics. And you can grow it inside, and you can grow thyme, sage, all kinds of stuff. You can actually grow vegetables with this thing. But
Yeah.
there's things that I wish I could post it. It's not letting me. I put the in the comments, hoping that it would let me post it on here, the links. And it's not. I apologize. I'm learning as I go. Also, StreamYard's updating a lot. So it seems like every week I come on here, StreamYard says, I've got a new update. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm still learning that as well. But it is to help me, doing this to help me communicate more with you guys about different herbs, different elixirs, whatever. And so we'll try things. And if there's something you guys want me to try or can think of, hey, is there something for this? I'll look it up and we'll try it.
Yeah.
Here's the kicker. Now my wife's gonna hate me tomorrow. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm starting to get all this stuff, but all this herbal stuff is starting to take over my bar. And I'm going through, where's this? Where's that? What do I do with this? What do I do with that? We got all these extracts and stuff all in the bar and stuff. I ordered me a great big apothecary cabinet. It's big. It's big. So I'll be putting all my stuff in that. It'll help me clear some stuff
Oh
around
yeah. Yeah.
and other stuff.
Nice.
All apothecary stuff. And, yeah, it's supposed to be here tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll have it all set up before she gets home from work. What's this?
Don't go
We
in
need,
there.
like, we need more.
Don't go in there.
Yeah, stay out. It's
Ooh.
witches. Stay out of there.
Yeah. Ooh.
But yeah, you know, and if you guys, like I said, if you guys have any comments or any interest, hit me up, send me a message. I'll send you the link or whatever. I had it on here in my notes. I thought I could go to my notes and just post it in the comments. I can't, and I apologize. Sorry, but I thought it was cool that I could be able to do that. And I was going to video it and post all the videos there. I should have known the videos would be too large to do that.
Yeah.
So I think next week I'll just plan on doing a couple remedies and whatnot, do it out of my kitchen,
Yeah.
just set my camera up on a tripod. There you go.
Yeah.
I might even set up the laptop. I don't know. I think my camera would probably be a better video because I'm so light looking. I look like a ghost back here.
Ooh.
Well, I know you've been busy, Lisa. You all right?
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah,
All the dust and shit getting to me.
yeah, I'm sure. I
He
haven't
wants
been doing
to.
much with it.
He wants to paint the ceiling and the wall, so everything's got to move.
I've done that.
And,
Painting the ceiling's not fun.
well, you might as well before he moves all his stuff in, and you know.
Make it good.
So,
Refresh everything.
yeah.
Then it'll all
Yep.
be refreshed for spring.
Yeah. Yeah. Work all winter on it. Inside, might as well. You know.
Hey.
It's just getting the initial move done. You know.
Yeah, that's never fun. I was talking to Copper Stilco earlier, and they were just getting settled in where they're at. They did that big move, and a move is not fun. It's not fun. I think we all know that.
Yeah,
But I
I'm
was
staying
asking you
where
about
I'm at. I'm staying where I'm at. Great fun.
I was asking where if he was going to go to that festival in Arkansas or not. He said he told Cyrus he would, and then he found out later that he had made prior engagement and forgot. So he's got to kind of back out of the festival. But I understand. They're 7 hours away from the festival. So that's a
Wow.
day there, a day of the festival, and a day going home. That's 3 days,
Yes. Yeah.
So, and he's got a prior engagement with somebody else, so it's kind of hard. I get it.
Yep. Yep.
Especially, they're still not settled in. They're still moving shit around.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it takes a while.
Um,
I dread the day I move.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's all the little things, It's not so much moving the big shit. The big shit happens. You just struggle with it and do it, but it's all that little stuff,
Yeah, where's this gonna go? Where are we going to put this?
Yes.
It, like everybody that does it, for the longest time, all that little shit stays in boxes. Where is that? Which box is it in?
Yeah.
Maybe
I've been separating stuff out into yes, I will need it. No, I don't. Yes, I will need it. No, I don't. So
I just went through the same thing. I was going through all my and okay, what's important? This is not important. This is important. We'll go through the important stuff first.
yeah,
Separating and reorganizing and all that stuff. I'm trying to get life in order here. But the things will help too. I'm doing these 60 hours a week for the rest of the year, if not more. But that's okay. I don't mind it because the overtime is great. I love the pay.
right.
So,
There you go.
at the same time, everything else falls. And I felt bad because, I kept telling everybody on this podcast that, hey, things are gonna get better. I'm gonna get more organized, yada yada. And I hadn't been. I'm still trying to get caught up on
Well,
everything. I
it's a
had
lot to
talked.
get caught up.
I had
It's a
to talk
lot.
to agent today. Hey, you told me so and so's gonna be calling me, making appointments, come out and do inspections on the house, yada yada. I've only got so many days off. We got to set these appointments up. It's just on and on. It's like, oh my god. And then trying to coordinate it with everybody, and I know you're going through the same thing, Lisa. Trying to coordinate with Tim, and it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's time.
It's a lot, the going in and out of the car, you got to pick up my dogs to get them into the car now. They're too old to jump in, they're too old to jump out. So,
Yeah,
it's pick them up, put them on the ground,
yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm sorry, Charlene. I kept trying to get it over to my page, and it's something to do with Facebook. Right before I logged in, it told me I tried to log in. It came up and said Facebook is going through upgrades right now. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about upgrades? I'm on Facebook. I'm looking at it. I don't know. You know me, I'm always having issues with Facebook and trying to stream over to Facebook on my page, but streaming to Cassie's is no problem.
yeah,
What's the difference? I don't get it.
yeah, she had it set up,
Yeah,
She
I
had the
need
time to do it.
or redo something. I don't know. Maybe have her tweak it or something. So have you
Yeah.
been doing anything with the herbs? I know you've been really busy moving and all that stuff.
No, I had a moonflower finally blossom last night under the full moon. So that was
Nice.
kind of cool.
That's
Yeah,
really
I got pictures.
was it the blood moon though?
Yeah, it's a blood moon, corn moon. Sometimes they call it the corn moon.
Right.
So,
That's cool.
yeah, but none of them have flowered since. We've had white flowers, but they all had pink centers, and the moonflowers have yellow centers.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Interesting.
last night finally one opened up.
That is so cool, Lisa.
Yeah, it
How
was.
would-
I've been waiting for them. And I haven't done much. I've get some peppermint and spearmint and the calendula and stuff drying, but most stuff's gone past, you know. So
I've been following that girl Melissa that we had on the podcast, and she's been doing a lot. Oh my gosh, she's been out foraging her ass off. And
nice.
I'm like, oh God, this girl's just going nuts. And she texted me the other day and said she's going to send me a bunch of stuff. I'm like, oh my God.
Nice.
Yeah, she's been going crazy. She's got some elderberry, all kinds of stuff. She dug up, got some burdock root she's going to send me.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah.
I'm going to have to send you some more shine for tincture.
Yeah, that's cool.
You got to see a picture, Charlene? Picture of what, Charlene? Oh,
Oh, the moonflower. Yeah, I sent her pictures this morning. I'm like, it finally bloomed.
cool.
But the bear came back and got into our bear bait barrels last night. We haven't used them. They've been closed up, you know, and shut up, and they have some bird seed in them. But the bear tried to get into them last night, and the neighbor saw it, and he says it's a 3-legged bear. So I don't know whether it's limping on 3 legs or has 1 leg missing. So I'm gonna set up a trail camera and see.
Shadow says, I've been following her. Yes, she's busy constantly. Yeah. Yeah. I can't believe all the stuff she keeps posting. It's daily. She posts like 5 or 6
Nice.
different stuff she's doing. Hey,
But
Bill, buddy.
she can make some money that way, you know. The more you post, the more money you make,
Well,
you know.
yeah, and she's also partners with a herbalist place there in Georgia. So
Right. Yeah.
her and her boyfriend do classes there for foraging and stuff.
I found some colt's foot today and some bunch of goldenrod, but the goldenrod's been there, but the colt's foot I didn't know was there. So that's good for cough and cold. They flower before they have leaves, which is really funny. They have a little yellow flower that comes up on them, and they flower before they have leaves, and then the leaves are they're like a water lily, you know. They kind of I don't know, slimy. they're thick and, you know, not like a succulent thick though. They're kind of just leathery, but they're shaped like a horse hoof. The leaves.
David, Mike Brand, how you doing?
Hi guys. So
I'm sorry, Lisa. I'm just trying to keep up with the comments.
yeah, no, that's fine. Hi everybody.
I'm going to try to see if I can get this
New,
on my page again. I don't know. It's driving me batty.
the new moonshine t-shirts. It's
I like those. Those are awesome. Those are really cool.
Yeah, it says bootleg besties on the back.
Yeah. That's really cool. I like those a lot.
I like
saw
the color. I like the color.
I forget who it was, but somebody posted one for the guys with a girl up against the guns.
Oh yeah, they did designs. Yeah, I see that. Yeah,
That was pretty
that
cool.
they look good. People are creative. I love that shit.
Mike says when the bees are collecting goldenrod honey, the hive smells like feet.
Yeah, I bet they're collecting now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, Mike. I used to be a beekeeper, but I didn't have goldenrod around either. So I had a lot of clover honeys. What my bees got.
Yeah, I'll be grabbing some goldenrod and drying it out next chance I get to grab it.
What it was that Melissa was getting, and just recently she made a tea out of it. And I can't remember what it was. Mark, out here, you watched her. Shadow.
Ooh.
Yeah, ready to get fun again and get caught up with her. Have her go do some stuff with us. Uh, she's good. She does a lot of stuff. She knows her stuff too. Very knowledgeable. She talked about going back and getting a master's in that terrible stuff. So, damn girl.
Yeah. Yeah. If you got the time and the money, do it. It's only
Yeah,
going to
she-
get better, you know.
She does her,
COVID's going around again.
she does
So
her
more people are going to be.
and she works for the herbalist place there in Georgia too. So
Yeah.
she does a lot of side work with her boyfriend, and he's an arborist.
Yeah. Yeah.
He helps her out a lot with foraging and stuff.
I just see COVID's going around again, so people are
Yeah.
going to be into it. And
I started feeling pretty shitty the other day. I was like, not COVID. Come on, not COVID.
I know. I know.
I'm fine now. I think I just woke up feeling shitty. Well, it's funny. I told everybody when I first came on, Lisa, that I sent all these different shots out here, waiting to see what Lisa was going to be drinking, and then I would just try to match her.
I went the easy route.
Twisted tea.
Twisted tea. It's been in my bag all day, so it's a little bit warm, but I'm gonna go.
I put together, getting ready for this festival, and I want to be in the competition for the moonshine competition there at Fort Smith. So I brought out the big guns.
Ooh.
I brought out the big guns. Oh shit! Shadow just says they actually have measles going around.
Mm.
Damn.
Yeah, it's been going around for a while, yeah.
But anyway, I brought out the mango peach that I made 2 years ago. I'm going to enter that in the competition. I brought out my blackberry. Oh my god, that shit is good. That left. And I found that one I told you I took to Maggie.
Yep.
Found it. That's my best one. It's not a full quart, but it'll do.
It'll do.
I got my coffee. I'm going to enter. And I got my clear root beer that I'm going to enter. And yeah, those four. I got, blackberry, mango, coffee, the root beer. Oh, and I'm going to enter my poachie.
Ping.
We'll see.
Nice.
You know, it went over at Maggie, but that was just a few of us. So
Yeah.
go.
Different judges, different taste, you know. Whew.
Says my tea is 5 times ABV as twisted tea. So what's the ABV of twisted tea, Lisa?
8% alcohol.
Damn. All right, Bill. Lisa over there showing some skin, them girl now. Amy, you got some guns too.
I just scratched the little top off my damn spider bite, so I figured I didn't want to get a blood stain on my shirt. I might as well.
There you go.
That fucking spider bite, man, that still itches.
Well, the music's coming. I'm playing on Spotify. A band that I like a lot is Sons of Legion. They've been really big on TikTok. They've been exploding on TikTok. And they're on Spotify as well. And I really like the music. I really like it a lot. So I got it playing in the background. When I first came on, I thought it was just going to be me and not Lisa. But the music's not overbearing, so I just kept playing it.
I totally forgot about it being Monday and got lost in all the hoopla, and then my bestie Richard, his mom died this morning, and well, it's, you know, I'm glad it's over for her, but you know, it's still sad. You know, she was suffering.
Damn.
Oh,
I hope that when I go, I can go with my sleep. I don't suffer. I just want to go.
yeah. Yeah, Richard was the one I called when my mother wasn't answering her phone. and Richard went up there for me, you know. So I love his mom, and he's just such a great dude that, you know, and he's got a big family, so you know, there's all the drama of the family dynamic. So
Oh God. Yeah, I
I
know
know,
that.
you know
I don't
how
have that
that
big.
goes. So he's got 3 sisters and 2 brothers, I think. 1 brother. So it's just, you know, it's a lot. I loved his mom. His mom was good people.
Cool. Yeah, my
Growing
best.
up, you know.
I know my best friend back in Missouri. His mom's getting up there, and I know when she goes, I'll be heading back to Missouri.
Yeah. Yeah. Growing up, you know, if somebody got a boo boo, she was always there, you know, and we got into trouble, she was always there, and we wanted to ride somewhere, she was always there. So,
And you
you
say
know,
that there's my best friend growing up, childhood, lived across the street from me. I'm gonna get choked up. She was the cool mom of the neighborhood.
yep.
She let us get away with murder. I mean, literally. If we were murder type back then, she would have let us get away with it.
Yeah, yeah, should have helped you.
We'd be in the bedroom getting high, and she'd come back there. You boys burning incense again, knowing damn good well what the fuck we were doing. Well, she
Yeah.
passed away about 2 years ago, and I didn't even know it yet. They hadn't notified me yet, and I woke up from a dead sleep. I was staying in Jacksonville. I just jumped up out of my bed, like what the fuck? And in front of me, she was in front of me. And then as soon as I jumped up and noticed who it was, gone.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was like, holy shit, she come to visit me.
yeah, making her earthly rounds.
I was her favorite. She always told me that.
Yeah.
And
Making her earthly rounds.
that freaked me out. I was like, holy shit. I called him that day, because it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I called him that day and let him know what happened. He freaking out. He's like, are you freaking serious? I mean, dude, I'm serious. Yeah,
Yep. Yeah,
she
this
freaked me
is,
out.
it's a lot. And I'm thinking of Bob Tiny Harvick. He's
Yeah,
losing his wife, and so I'm putting a lot of energy into thinking of him. He's a great guy, and
yeah. Yeah, he sends me. He nudges me a lot.
yeah,
He nudges me all the time.
yeah,
Every day I get a nudge from him. Yeah,
yeah.
I
He
saw
sends me,
that sucks.
yeah,
Especially with the anniversary coming up right around the corner.
yeah,
God damn it.
yeah. I've been thinking a lot about him and how that is, and you know, most people they say they die like they have a birthday coming up and they die before the birthday. You know, you can count how many people have done that. You know, and it's a thing. And you know, I hope she makes the anniversary, and you know, I hope.
Yeah, that's weird, but you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot, you know, and it's hard to watch because you feel helpless, you
Yeah,
know, and you're out of your spot. You can't stay at home and be there, you know, you're in the hospital and it's it's hard.
yeah, it is.
So I'm putting a lot of thought into him, you know.
Well,
Hope
good.
everybody can
Thank
pray for him.
Absolutely, absolutely. Everybody watching, listening, all 5 of you. Keep Bob
Hi
Tiny in your.
everybody. We love you, you know. That's why you're here because
I'm
we love you.
surprised that you even came on. I thought, we talked. It was like Shiner Sam's
I,
wife. Yeah, I meant to ask you about that a while back. Lisa. How's she doing?
how's what?
Shiner Sam's wife.
Oh, Shiner Sam's wife, Tammy. Last I knew, she was gonna have to sell the house to pay the kid off. So, and she's working 2 jobs. She hasn't answered me in like a week, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
That really
You
sucks.
know,
Life sucks, man. I swear to God. I should say people suck.
yeah, people do suck.
God damn,
So
man.
she's been
It's all
right
about
out
this.
straight.
It's all about fucking greed,
Yeah.
love, and no worship. It just
Mhm.
blows my mind.
Yeah. If she sells the house and gets what she wants out of it, she'll be able to set up somewhere, but it'll put her right in the same position. She'll either be paying rent or being paid a mortgage on her own, maybe, or, so
It sucks. Well, my thoughts and prayers out to her, too.
yeah, we get her a couple grand anyway out of the raffle and all that.
Yeah, it's got to help. I mean, it's a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, it did. Yeah, it helped a lot.
I never did hear back from that guy that won my part of the raffle. I expected him to give me a shout out or say something, I never did hear from him.
Yeah, no, I never heard from the guy I sent mine out to. I never did find the guy that won the painting,
Huh.
Joel N. I searched all the main groups, the Militia, the Collective, and yours, and the Copper Stills. I
Huh.
checked Philbilly's YouTube. I went down and anybody who liked it and all that stuff. I checked I don't know, 4 months, 5 months worth of his videos to
Good
see,
God.
I did a Google search, of his profile picture and it didn't come up. So Joel N, wherever you are,
If you're listening, buddy, claim your
we're
I'm going
looking
to
for
share this
you.
coffee. A little bit of coffee to keep me going.
There you go.
Shauna likes this coffee a lot.
Yes. Yeah, it's really good.
Oh, he smells coffee.
I want to make a coffee milkshake out of it.
Ooh, ooh. We
On my
went
son out of
to, my wife was out of town, and I got tickets to go to that Edgar Allan Poe.
Yes.
I took my son-in-law. He's really into that Edgar Allan Poe as well, so I took him, of course. And they served drinks between each showing, right? It was really cool. If you ever get the chance to go to that, go.
Nice.
Very entertaining. They read from the book, they act it out. And it's really cool. And different scenes and stuff. And
Nevermore.
the last one they did was a coffee. And I loved it. That was the best one. All the other ones were real dry. I
Yep.
think they put a bit too much dry vermouth in it.
Ha ha ha. A cask of Amontillado.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
It was,
Cask of
it
Amontillado.
was really cool. I enjoyed it. I would definitely go back again. Meant to go last year because they tour year round, right? I don't know about how long they do it, but they go from town to town to town. They do certain dates, like they'll be in Orlando for like 4 days. And they do it like every 2 hours for the day. And
Wow.
yeah, they have the time frames and stuff. And but then anyway, I meant to go to it last year. I wanted to. And then I saw Amanda and Jay went. I was like, oh yeah, fuck, I missed it last year. I wanted to go to that. I looked it up. Right after they went, they were here in Orlando. I was like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, I gotta go. So I looked at the
Nice.
date. I was like, okay, I can do these dates. And I tried to schedule it for when my wife was off and when I was off together, then we could do it at a certain time, blah, blah. I scheduled it, bought the tickets, walked outside. She was outside smoking a cigarette. I walked outside to tell her, hey, I did this for your birthday. She's like, I've got plans. I can't go.
Shit.
This my luck. So we went. He had a good time. He loved it. And we got to catch up on some stuff as well. He's got a lot of great ideas. And we shared some ideas. Shared some music that he likes that he hasn't shared, and some new music that's out. Shared it with me. I shared the Sons of Legion with him. He'd never heard of them before. And, it was good.
Yeah.
We went to dinner first. Then after dinner, because they don't serve dinner, it's just they serve drinks and they do the show. It's pretty cool. and the actors are the actors too. So it's really cool. Had a great
Nice.
time.
Huh. I haven't seen anything like that here, but I don't go anywhere.
And that's what I told him. I said, dude, it's been so long since I've been out and done anything like this. We went downtown Orlando. And I can't tell you the last time I was in downtown Orlando. Driving around, I was like, oh, look, I'm totally confused.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to do a shot of this
Yeah.
coffee. Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding. I can go get my coffee too. I'll be right back. I'll go grab my coffee.
All right. Well, that sucks. Really, you had to bury your uncle on his birthday. Yeah, you know, that you say that, Bill. There's been times when I've gone to funerals or whatever, and we buried somebody, to be walking along the graveyard, and you see a lot of those were born on this date, died on the same date. I mean, different year, of course, but it's like, what the fuck? You see a lot of that. So I always thought it was really weird. Born on July 17th, whatever year, and then died on July 17th. It's like, what?
Tim's father did that. Died on his birthday.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay. I don't mean
Yeah.
to make fun of it, but, you know,
Yeah.
kind of like, hey, I was born this day, I'm going to die this day.
Yeah. My father died 3 days before his birthday. 2 days before his birthday. 2 days before his birthday. I think he didn't want to make it because he knew people were going to show up and see him, you know, and he didn't want people seeing him, you know.
Right, right.
So,
Bottoms up, Shadow. Shadow and I have had the opportunity to have a couple of phone conversations in private, just one-on-one. That's one good
cool.
dude right there. If you ever get to know him, that's a cool guy. I like Shadow. Mark Morgan.
Shadow.
All right. I'll do another one with you. Damn, that one went down a lot smoother than the first one.
It's my mother's black coffee all over.
I feel like I'm eating a coffee bean.
Oh, so
So,
crazy day.
take over for a minute, Lisa. I got to go pay the water bill. I'll be right back. Maybe it will. I don't know. This thing will let me. There we go.
You're gonna go. Hey.
Pay the water bill. Was it going to let me go out?
We can still hear you. No, I ran around. I forgot it was Monday. I was running around. We just landed. I got in. I sent Charlene a message and, hi, how you doing? I just landed and threw supper in. And I sat down and was eating supper and it lit up his mark. And I'm like, holy shit, I forgot it was Monday. I'm scatterbrained. Too much shit in my plate. We're taking and doing the whole move thing and get the storage unit so we can put everything into a storage unit. And he can paint the ceiling and the wall at my camp. And everything can just go over there. Like my couch is shit, you know, and his couch is nice. So we're going to put his couch in, get rid of mine. So it's a whole lot of, you know, pull this out to make room for this. And while you have that out, you got to, you know, yank up the carpet because might as well. If you're going to do it, do it. So we'll put new carpet down and all that stuff. And Sarah can only sit up for so long, you know, and she gets tired. And by the time we get her up and into her electric chair and then her electric chair into the van and then You know, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
I was just
You know, it's a
talking to
lot.
Trey earlier. He called me. We were talking. He was talking about what a pain in the ass it is to travel. They're getting ready to go. Well, in December, they're going to go on a cruise. They booked their flight and all that stuff to Fort Lauderdale. And he said they wanted the size. They wanted how long his scooter was because he's got that foot problem. He's got diabetes and stuff. So they want to know the size of the batteries. They wanted the serial number on his scooter, the serial number on the batteries. I was like, oh my god!
Yeah, yeah.
It's a
Well,
pain enough as it is. Now they want all this information too.
we went the other day. We had her old wheelchair in there. It's an electric wheelchair. You can't give them things away because the batteries are like $3,000 to get them. You
I
know, and too good
so
to throw away. The
we had
American Legion, you know.
well, my mom's she had to have an electric wheelchair before she passed. She passed. That's why I had my surgery. And I couldn't get around. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do shit. And dude, I was going stir crazy because I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't do nothing. I peed in a cup and all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
So, um, my brother came up with the idea. Hey, I got this electric wheelchair. Mom's over here. Fuck yeah, bring it
yeah,
over. So,
yeah,
but buy new batteries for it. The batteries are expensive as hell. I was like,
yes.
God,
It's three
but
quarters of the weight of it.
yeah, but it was
Yeah,
so well worth it. I was walking the dog. I was going around the neighborhood.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. Well,
got out of the house.
yeah, and she had to get a new one because her needs have changed. You know, she's not supporting herself as well now, and you know, she needed the headrest. And this company really sucked because there's no like lateral support for her down here.
Wow.
And so she'll lean right over and she just goes. She has no use on her left side.
Oh
So
shit.
that arm doesn't even work, you know, it just sits there. And so she'll lean right over and the headrest doesn't help her. And we've
God
got
damn.
pillows in there and strapping her in and stuff. And if you don't lean it back all the way, you touch the brakes in the van and, you know, she does that. And
God
so
damn.
it's trial and error. I mean, you can't tire her out.
Well,
You
that
know,
sucks.
she's got, you know,
You have to try this and then find out, oh, I need this instead. That's what sucks.
yeah, you know, and as she deteriorates, you know, she needs more, and they're
Right.
like, oh, yeah, we'll fix it right up. And it's not, you know, we're nigger rigging it or however, rednecking it or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Don't come at me. I'm just using words. You know what I mean? It is words. And, you just got to try, and it's aggravating as hell. But you can't get rid of her old equipment. You know, her old equipment. She had the stander. You know, when she was younger, she could stand up. You know, so it was a chair, but it brought her up to standing. So she was in the choir. She was in the basketball. She was all that shit when she was younger. But you can't get rid of that stuff now. You know,
Well,
you can't give it away. Nobody wants it because you can't buy the batteries.
it, that you said that. So when I was done with it, we tried to get rid of it. I tried to sell it on eBay everywhere. Nobody wanted it. I was like,
No.
well, shit. So I ended up giving it to a church. Here, take it.
Yep. Yep. We've tried the American Legion and stuff, and nobody has the money to buy the batteries for it. You know, you
That's
can get a
crazy.
new one for almost the same price. It's like $3,000 for
Well,
a battery.
I went through the same thing with Bam Bam. When
Yeah.
his scooter went to shit, we got up donations to get him a new scooter and whatnot. He didn't get a new one. He got a refurbished one, which a guy in Louisiana helped him out with a lot. Helped him out a
Yeah.
lot. That was cool as shit. And we both got to meet him at Summer Jam last year. Next, what a great guy. And he helped Bam Bam out. Helped him out with a prosthetic leg and all kinds of shit.
No, it makes you feel good to help people. And we
Oh
went
yeah.
the veterans route. You know, we were trying to get veterans, and it's hard. We just, you know, and right now you're so pressed. I can't get the word out for one. You
Right.
know, to try to get it. So we just put them all in the back of the storage unit, and we got over there, and the lift wouldn't go up and down in the van. So we were stuck there. You had to do it by hand, the little hand crank.
I'm gonna say the rope will start.
Yeah, to get a little hand crank on it, you can. And it's been a lot. It's been a lot.
David Dan said in the comments, his mom died on my dad's birthday. They were divorced twice. Shadow said, I went to go pee. Shadow says, we're listening.
We're listening. It weren't quite the show that Damon gave when he went pee.
Totally understand making sure you say goodbye to your great granddaughter. Hell yeah, man. That's more important than anything. You got to stay in touch with the family.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, before you know it, time has no mercy.
No, it doesn't. And it's just crazy, you know, it runs so fast, you know, and you think, oh, well, I can get this trip done and this trip done. And
Like today, I had all these things written down and planned out. I was going to get done today. I got half of them done.
yeah.
I was like, where's the fucking time go?
Yeah. I mean, we were whizzing right along, you know, getting shit done. And next thing you know, it's like, wow, I got to get going and get home to get supper and blah, blah. And
How many times have I done that? Get busy, so busy doing shit, get knocking things off the list and go, fuck, I haven't eaten all day.
yeah. Yeah. I had some leftover nachos this morning. Ooh, that was good.
That's one of the nachos, loaded nachos. Oh my God. There's been many times I've gone out and had that as a meal. I get that big old plate.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
It's appetizer. No, that's my meal.
Yes. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I had that before we all started in, and that was kind of my breakfast. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to yawn again. Damn it.
yeah, we get a lot done. We got a lot done. It's crazy.
That's good. I was happy with what I got done. I got everything sorted off. I had my desk. My wife, by all rights, my desk was just piled with mail. Mail would come in, I just throw it on my desk. Mail would come in, throw it on the desk. I'll look at it later. Funny story though. This happened about a year ago. I started to go through my mail. So, one, I found a check for $300. I was like, what the fuck? Cool. Then, so I trade stocks, and they weren't doing so well at the time, blah, blah, blah. Nothing was going on with stocks. And I also had my 401 through the same Charles Schwab. So I kept getting all these mail once a month from Charles Schwab. I get two, one for my stocks and one for my work, right? I decided one day, finally, fuck it. I'm going to go through these. I'm going to go through all this shit, get it done, get it out of here. This is a year ago. Actually, it was over a year ago. So I'm going through them all. I open this Charles Schwab. I'm thinking it's the 401 shit. Open it up. It was my stocks. I look at it. One of the stocks I bought. Now, I like to trade penny stocks. Okay? I bought this stock years ago for 0.001 penny. It was for 100. I've spent $100 on it, so I had 1,000 shares. I look at this thing. It's now at $7,000. It was like almost $8,000. I was like, "What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me?" I'm looking at this, going, "No way!" I called my broker. I said, "Sell, sell, sell."
Yeah.
I only spent $100 and made over $7,000. I was like, "Fuck yeah!" So that goes to show you need to check your mail daily, right? Just recently, I got an email saying something about, "Will you please cash this check, or we're going to have to issue another one?" I go through my mail, find a check. Oh shit! I cash this. But all that's clear now. My desk is clear. The table's clear. Everything's cool. At least I got cut up on that today. I'm proud of that.
All that room for another year.
No,
I know
Lisa.
how it goes.
No,
I
no,
know. I know
no
how it
more.
goes.
I'm going to do it every day like I used to before I got married. I did. I was so adamant about it when I was single. They'll come in, they went out.
Yeah,
That's but I just got so into everything else. It'd come in, I throw it on the desk and go about doing everything.
yeah.
And I'm like, so yeah, I gotta get. So now for the last 2 weeks, every time I get the mail, I open it, go through it, pay this bill, pay that bill. So, so what keep accumulating like it has? I did. I got so bad about it. For the last 2 or 3 years, I've been real bad. But no more, no more.
Yep, every day. I don't get email. I do paperless on my electric bill, and I do paperless on my cable. So
Yeah, most
I
of
don't.
it. Do. But then I got the bills that um, I don't know are sporadic, and
Yeah,
like the Schwab and the 401 and stuff like that. You know, it's sporadic. So, but it's all monthly and it's all paper. So it is what
I
it
got
is.
my electric bill was $60. $60.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
I wish.
yeah.
Oh,
I was.
fuck. Half the time I don't even see my electric bill; it's automatically paid, like what you're saying.
Yeah,
But I think the last one was $240.
yeah. And mine will go up when
Which
Tim
in
comes
this
in.
day is cheap. That's cheap.
Yeah,
I think
yeah. Mine.
my highest was when all the kids lived here. It was in the summer, it was in August. It was $310. That was the
Yeah,
high.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Mine will
not
be more for because I use the AC more next month.
right.
But ours is a co-op. I don't know what the difference is. It's
I don't either.
we all own a piece of it somehow, and all this. And if they make money, you get it off on your electric bill. And
Holy fuck! Oh my God, Shadow! Holy shit! This month his electric bill was $627. I was
oh
shit myself.
yeah,
Oh my God, dude!
I'd be living with candles, man.
Yeah, yeah. Lights are
I'd be
going up.
old school. I'd have lights, but only when I wanted them.
No, yeah, no lights, no nothing. Fuck
Yeah.
internet, TV, fuck phones, fuck everything. If my bill was that high, no, it's shutting down.
See, like right now it's 52
Yeah,
degrees. You take in the middle of, December, 52 degrees, I'll have my heat on. Right now 52 degrees is cool. It's great. But like in the middle of December when everything's frozen and the ground's cold and
so
everything's cold, you'll have to have your heat on.
right. So do
So
you do wood heat or do you have a wood burning?
now I have a wood stove in the basement. I don't use it. It's not safe. I
Right,
have a little gas heater, one of them little gas buddy type things
right, right,
I
right.
use. And Tim's gonna be doing the oil furnace thing. So
Cool.
we'll have the oil furnace fired up.
Well, that'll be big. You'll
Yep.
notice a difference too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
We had that uh, way back, and yeah, there's a big difference. I had a wood burning stove in Missouri in my basement. It was unsafe, but I used that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
to. Like, goddamn.
Yeah. I have that little heater buddy, and it keeps the living room warm enough, and it keeps the kitchen so it don't, freeze. So that's what I used. I was happy with that. But he's city boy. He always had those things, so he wants that stuff done.
Well, that's cool. Hey,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah. It's
So you're
all.
going to be impressed with it. You're going to notice a big difference. You're gonna
Oh
be
yeah.
like, oh yeah, this is nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get spoiled. So
Yeah, Shadow. I would. Yeah, Shadow says that's what I said. First, he said, "I'll trade you." Yeah, I'm sure you would, bro. And I will not trade.
yeah, mine was like a tenth of yours.
Then he says, I told my wife to call them to come out and check because some things are not right. Hey,
Yeah.
I did that once. Dude, I did. My next door neighbor, motherfucker, I like kick his ass. I found out he was running he was running extension cord off of my electric. And he was using my water to shit. I was like, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's when I had that 300 and something electric bill. I was like, why is my electric bill so high? I was out doing shit and I found it. I was like, what is this cord? What the fuck is this cord in my
Yeah.
I followed it and sure enough it's plugged into my outlet, outside outlet going to his house.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Like in the morning, I'll make my coffee and stuff, and when I'm done, I have one of them uh, breaker things, the outlet things, and I'll shut it off so nothing in the kitchen's on. There's nothing drawing. I get done with my coffee and everything gets shut off.
Yeah, they say
I
that. And
leave to go somewhere. Like I leave my bedroom and I'm out of my bedroom for the day. I'll shut that little circuit thing off. I go to Tim's house. I'll shut that little circuit off in the living room.
You said
You
that.
know?
I did research a long time ago. I got one of those things that read how much electricity you're drawing out of each outlet or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you don't, if it, it's still drawing electric, whether it's being in use or not.
Yep.
That's weird.
Yep.
It just blew my mind.
Well, like the clock on the microwave, the clock on the coffee pot. Those are two things that are drawing. You don't think they draw much,
Think
but
about it. Yeah,
yeah, I shut that little circuit board right off when I leave. I got my coffee, I shut it off,
I like
and
that.
then
I like that I'm kind of drawn to that.
when I
Look,
get done in
I
my
can see
bedroom in
why
the
my wife
morning,
doesn't use her hair dryer in the morning when she goes to blow dryer. What the fuck? God damn it. Your goddamn moonshine still shut off my electric again.
yep,
No,
push the
I shut
button, bitch. Yeah, push the button, bitch. That's what we used to say all the time. But I'm just afraid. I don't like fire. We lost the farm to fire, and ever since then, I've been really, I'm a stickler about it. And it's just me there, so I can. I don't have somebody running behind me,
Right.
doing weird shit.
I get it. Yeah. Well, now you will.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, that's his problem. That'll be
Uh,
here. My son, he just has a couple things going in his room, so it isn't much.
yeah, I that you say that, Lisa. You know how much problems I have with the internet and Wi-Fi, yada yada. I bought the Primo package for Wi-Fi because of this right here. I want to be able to stream, not be kicked out like I was last week, yada yada. My granddaughter, she's in there. She's got her TV going. She's got this going. She's got her phone going. She's got her computer going. Shut that shit off. You're not even using it.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
proved to them. I said, look, you guys got so many devices that are hooked up to Wi-Fi. You have no idea. You don't realize how much that's drawing. Oh, it ain't affect anything. I'm going on it. Bullshit. You
Yeah.
haven't. So
Yeah.
I went through and I shut everything off. I showed them before and after. They're like, oh, that ain't true. Fuck. Why ain't even bother showing you?
Well, I walk into Tim's house. His dryer has internet. It's like it comes on. Do you want to add it? Because it'll tell you when it's going. It'll tell you how it's running. The whole 9 yards. It's like, man, I don't have any service, but the dryer can use Google. The AC. It's crazy. My phone will light right up and ask if I want to add the equipment to my phone. No, I don't want to add that shit to my phone.
It's funny, Lisa. That's funny as hell. My dryer
Crazy.
can get the internet, but I can't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My
I got 2 bars,
refrigerator
but the
knows what they
dryer.
got in, but I don't know.
Yeah, I got 2 bars on my phone, but the dryer's got 4.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So
Sarah says
I
I need
don't
it.
even like that shit. The washing machine doesn't get the clothes clean. You see, it's got like this much water in the bottom of it. I mean, it doesn't fill up with water. It's like this energy saver shit, and it barely fucking goes round. Barely any water. It's like it
I
doesn't
want to
even get.
wash the shit.
I know. Yeah, I want to wash this shit. So it's like no wonder people are buying old washers and dryers because that new shit sucks.
Yeah.
No.
My daughter, the oldest daughter, Chris's oldest daughter, well, before she moved out, she bought our dryer bit the dust. I tried everything to save this dryer. I did. I was trying to buy it parts, trying to salvage it, yada yada. Dryers and washers aren't that difficult. They're pretty easy. They really
You
are.
sure go.
But so I couldn't fix it. I was getting frustrated. And I said, look, let's just go down the road and go to the used appliance store where I bought my first dryer and get one for 50, 60 bucks and be done with it. No, she went top line, got this top of the line dryer. I'm not opposed to it. She bought it, put it in, the thing works great. I love it. Absolutely love it. But she paid a primo price for it. My wife hit me up. She says, you know how much she paid for that? Don't you think you ought to reimburse her? I was like, no, she's the one with all the fucking kids.
Yeah.
The dryer runs all the time. I mean, no, I'm good.
Yeah. And so at Tim's house, it sings a song when it's done. It's like music plays and stuff. It's like, I don't need that shit, you know?
I was in the kitchen making tinctures earlier when I was doing the shit off of the kit I bought, right? And I hear, what the fuck was that? Oh, that's the dryer reminding me that it's done.
Yeah. Well, and then they'll set it up so it tumbles every few minutes so you
Yeah,
don't have wrinkles.
right. That's hey, I like that. I use that because I'll get busy and forget shit.
Yeah.
And if I'll go out there the next day, yeah, my shit's all wrinkled. I got to run it again.
I'll just add a little bit of water to a dryer sheet and throw it in there and make it go around for 5 minutes and call it good, you know? It's like, wow. I don't know. I'm old school. I don't like that shit.
I love it, Lisa. You're great, man. I love it. You know, I'm adapting to new school, but I love old school.
Yeah. I was looking at camp today. We were talking about it, and up in the tree outside the house, you can see where I climbed up there and made my mother's clothesline. And you know those little rails, you know, that you can reel the clothesline? I climbed up in her tree and I put this, I used wire from electric fence wire, and I wired that little fucking thing on there. The raccoons weren't going to chew it. Nobody was going to bust it, you know? Well, you look up in the tree now and it's up in the tree and it's up there. So, like, my mother's clothesline would have gone like this now instead of that angle. And the wire is just into the tree. You can't even see the wire no more. So the little reel is just hanging there looking sad. It's like,
That falls in line with what Shadow said. First, he says, "Damn, I'm behind the time." Apparently, then he says, "After electric bill, my dryer is out back with a clothespin." You're
yeah,
absolutely right. Dude, I went that route for a while. I did.
I do.
Especially when I was legal. No, dude, it was too easy.
Yeah.
But the downfall to that here in Florida, we have monsoon season. It rains every
Yeah.
fucking day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's humid. It don't dry.
Yeah,
There's
you
no
put it out,
wind, you know?
go off and do your thing, go out. By the time you come back, they're wet.
Yeah. It was just funny because Tim's been to camp, obviously, been to camp, but now he's looking at it a little bit different because it's going to be home. You know, that's always been my home. It's always been, you know, and he's been to my house, and my house is downtown, so we get a little bit better downtown, you know, but camp is a little rough.
I
So
would love to be at camp. I would. I'd be at
I
home.
love it.
I know I would. I
I
know
can't.
my parents had a farm in the Ozarks. Or not a farm, but a cabin in the Ozarks. And I used to
I,
love to get there. It's very primitive. They had electric, but they had no water. And they had a well. You had to pump your water from the well. We had to use no water to flush the toilet.
yeah,
And,
yeah,
and for heat, you had to have a wood burner stove and cook on. We had to cook on a wood burner stove because he didn't have electric stove, but he did have electricity for the lights. That was it. That
yeah,
was it. But I loved it, man. I was happy. It was like I could live here.
yeah. Yeah. I just bare basics. Just shut it right down, bare basics, and
You
he's gonna
know,
liven it up again. You know, make it home.
that's cool. That's cool. Well, he's
Oh
there
yeah,
to help too, so that's all good.
yeah.
It's
Well,
not a
Sarah,
knowledge,
you know,
all good. So,
Sarah's not getting any better. She's not gonna, you know. So might as well make the last of it peaceful. And
so I made the statement earlier about Sarah. That's his daughter, right?
yeah,
And that's why you weren't here, is because you were helping them hit her and Tim move in to your place. So what is it that Sarah has?
it's a long word. It begins with an M, but it has the dystrophy at the end of it.
Multiple just
Well, it's not multiple. No, I can't think of it. It begins with an M, but it has dystrophy at the end. She has no use of her left arm at all. Her legs, they've broken them to make them straight. They had to physically break her legs to keep them straight. So her legs are out straight. So even in her wheelchair, you got to have the support come up to support her legs out straight. They're right out straight. Her toes are curled right in. You know, she has like nothing on toes. They're little club toes. I can't think of the word now that you're asking. Maya something dystrophy. I'll have to ask him and write it down.
Okay.
But she's got a surgery scar in her back where they put a spike in her back to keep her back straight because she goes to the left because there's nothing there. She'll curl right up, you know, and
Yeah, but that sucks.
you
I
know,
hate it. I have to go through that shit.
he's 30 some odd years into changing diapers. He's been changing diapers for that long. She has an ostomy bag on, and little hospital bed goes up and down.
Not
You
good or
know,
bad. My heart goes out to people that take care of somebody like that.
well, and
Please.
like I could have him move into my home in Maine, you know, and it would be easier for him, wider open, you know, no stairs, you know, and the whole 9 yards. But Maine doesn't offer the same programs that he can get,
Right.
you know, in New Hampshire. So he has to stay in New Hampshire. So that's why we opted to bring her to camp, you know.
Sure. Absolutely.
Mhm.
You got to get all the benefits you can.
Yeah.
We all pay for into that. I don't care how you look into it. Every state's different. That sucks. But you know what? When it comes down to it, we need to take care of the needy. We really do.
Well, and the doctors are the same because we live so close to the Maine border that when they want a specialist, they send them to Portland, and Portland's in Maine. So you get the same doctors that you would if you lived in Maine, but you get the New Hampshire benefits. You know, the New Hampshire benefits is so much better for people that are at home taking care,
It doesn't make any sense.
you know.
I'm
Just
glad for you. I'm glad for what
Yeah.
you guys are doing. But I don't know.
But just like the diapers, the underpads that go under her, you know, any of the baby wipes, the gloves, you know, any of those things. in Maine, you don't get the same benefits. You know, he'd have to out of pocket a lot of those. You know, in New Hampshire, they'll cover it.
I don't know
You
if you're
know,
on much, Lisa. I know you're on TikTok, but I don't know if you're on there much. I just saw a thing about the what do they call them? The man wipes. They
yes,
got
yeah,
a
dude wipes. Yeah,
the dude wipes. Yeah, they got a
yeah,
big sale on those right now. So I don't know if you're
yeah,
interested. If that'll help. I don't know. So
yeah.
I know
No,
it's a pocket on his part. So
he stocks up, and like if we have to, we'll buy a case of them out of Walmart. You know, they have, you know, to make up the difference.
sure.
But it's mostly, you know, like the pads and the diapers that go underneath her. You know, you gotta set them in her chair when she sits in her recliner. You gotta have a
Yeah,
pad and the thing under her. You put her in the truck. You gotta have a pad and a thing under her. You know, and her diapers and
I've
the
seen a
baby
lot of
wipes.
I've seen a lot of pictures of her that you've shared. And whatnot. Is she responsive to you guys? Does she talk or?
Oh yeah, yep, yeah. She can be a really big bitch. She really can. She really can.
That's
She
a
really can.
good thing, honestly. I think it's a
Yep.
good thing. In the
Oh yeah.
condition she's in, hey,
Yep.
be a
Yep.
bitch.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Because I'd rather deal with the bitch than to deal with what she's going through.
Yep. That's why, you know, he has his spot at my camp. He's gonna have his spot out front, and I'm gonna have my spot in the kitchen. You know, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to hear it. I'm just gonna go out in my kitchen. I won't have to hear it. You know, when I stay at his place, I just stay in. There's a back bedroom there. I just stay in his back bedroom, and he can deal with her. You know.
Sounds like you guys got it worked out pretty good. And I'm happy for you. That's
Well,
awesome.
we've been together 8 years, and you know,
That's,
we both lost our other Nate like 10 years ago. So we'd both gone a year and a half without somebody, you know, and just happened to find each other at a funeral. Both went to a funeral for a friend that we both knew, and happened to find each other. But we've known each other since school, you
wow.
know. So
That's cool. That's cool.
yeah,
Like Shadow said, sounds like a great man.
he is. He's a great man. He's a good man. He
I
doesn't
hope
drink.
okay.
He's
And
an ugly drunk, you know. So we got that over before I even got with him. You know, he hasn't drank in 28 years or some odd thing. I don't know. It's 20 something years he hasn't drank, you
wow.
know. So when we got out of high school, he got his drunk over, you know. He says he's just an ugly drunk. He can't drink. He's just mean.
I know a
And I
lot of
don't I wouldn't put up with it, you know. I wouldn't put up with that. So it's a
them.
good thing, you know.
Yeah. There's
I'm a
nothing
happy drunk.
personally I feel like there's nothing worse than a mean drunk.
Yeah. Yeah.
I won't deal with it. Nope, I'm done. Later, deuces. Nope,
Yep. Yep. He got that all over with when he went his way and I went my way out of high school. You know, he got married and did his thing and did the ugly drunk thing and quit. And I went my way and we just
Got
came
me.
back together. Yeah. Now 8 years later, we're still together 8 years. So
That's Lisa. I'm happy you shared that. That's awesome.
yeah, it's
But I
neat.
didn't know.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of neat. Well, nobody really knows, you know. I'm kind of
Yeah,
private. We
yeah,
never really, you know, gab about that. They know he exists, you know, and he allows me to hang out with you guys, you know.
I know there's only 4 people in here tonight right now. I thought about this
And I,
today. I'm starting to try to back away from doing so much with the moonshine, mainly because it takes a lot of my time. That's the main reason. And I want to concentrate more on me and whatnot, but I don't want to get away from moonshine because I've met a lot of great people. And you are number one. No question. Hands down, you're number one. And back in June, we did the Lisa Day Day. I want to continue that with Lisa Day Day, and I want to get a bunch of us together and have a Lisa Day Day in New Hampshire.
that would be cool.
I want to. I thought about that today. I was thinking about, you know what? This is one of the last the one coming up in Fort Smith is going to be probably my last festival, and just because it starts becoming the same mundane thing, it does. You know, you kind of get burnt out on it a little bit. I'm meeting a lot of great people. Don't get me wrong. I don't
Yeah.
mean that,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but it becomes costly. One, and the other is it becomes the same old.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I would love to come to New Hampshire. Number one, I've never been there.
Yeah.
I've been all over the world. I've been all over the states. New Hampshire is one that I've never been to.
Well, you get
And
both. You get New Hampshire and Maine. Oops, sorry.
what? Yeah, I
You get New
have.
Hampshire and Maine. Yep. You can walk from my camp down to the bottom of the hill, and you're in Maine.
There you go. Then I would. That would be a part of my bucket list.
There's so much
Vermont's another one. I've never
good
been to
shit.
Vermont,
You guys wicked got me on that one. And
but
Tracy, I'm gonna surprise him. I still haven't thanked him for his shot glasses. And I keep saying I'm gonna send him a thing. He says, I want this thank you to come out of the blue like you did.
well, I talk to him on a regular basis, and I'm sure he would appreciate it. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
He and I got some things going on together, and I
Yeah.
really like Tracy a lot. And he
Yeah.
and I have connected big time, and we've recently did a contract together on something he's got going. I can't say what it is,
Nice.
but it's cool. It's awesome. I'm glad for him, but I'm sure it's going to be a big hit. He's got a lot of other stuff he shared with me today. I was like,
Yeah.
dude,
Nice.
what's going on, bro? The guy's very smart, and he's very talented, and he's got a lot of good stuff coming out and doing. And I'm anxious to be a part of it. And I'm sure he'd appreciate it, Lisa. I'm sure
Yes.
of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been kind of waiting, and I've said I want to keep doing it, and I want to catch him off guard and thank him like he did me. It was very sweet of him, and I appreciate it. And I've thanked North Georgia Still and others. I have, and
He's a really
uh,
cool guy. And a lot of people, I hate to say this, but and he and I have talked about this. And he might watch this later because he'll talk to me about podcasts and stuff and what I've done. And but people read him wrong. They think of him as a dirty guy, you know, and they don't appreciate him as being a moonshiner. But I think it's mainly because he's a legal moonshiner. I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's a dirty guy. I'm a dirty guy.
Well,
And
he's quiet. He's quiet and he's in his thing and he's focused, and it's not standoffish, but
right.
it's keep out of my way.
And
He's
he
busy.
does
He's a
his
busy
thing.
man.
And he's good at doing his thing. So
Yeah,
it's good. And
yeah,
people still do respect him because he is who he is and he's doing a good job.
yeah. And he's never in the middle of the drama.
Oh, yeah, he and I've talked a lot about
Yeah.
drama. And he does not want any part of that drama.
No, yeah. I don't cause
You
any,
know,
don't want any.
that brings up a point. We talked about that the other day. I had him on my podcast, and I asked him to come on my podcast. And that's when Roger and Santa were still a part of my podcast. And he said, Mark, I would be more than happy to be a part of your podcast, but I just want it just to be you and me, just one-on-one. And I said, well, would it be okay if Cassie's there? Because I want a moderator there, somebody to read the comments, because I don't always catch the comments. He said, that's fine. He said, I just don't like the over-talking each other.
Yeah.
He said,
Well,
but he didn't have anything against Roger or Santa. He didn't
No.
want. He
No.
just didn't want all the drama and all the talking over each other.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, let's do that. That's cool. I'll let the guys know. For whatever reason, they didn't believe me that he said that. And I'm like,
oh,
you think that?
well, and it's the guilt by association thing.
Yeah.
I said a couple words earlier, and I'm like, they're just words. Don't come at me. It's a guilt by association thing. By me saying just what I said, it makes, it's not that you're liable for what somebody else says, but
Right.
you know, that chance is there, you know, to say something that you don't.
Well, like I
I
said,
mean,
we talked about this a couple of days ago. He said, "What? I just did one of the this guy saying this and this guy saying this all at the same time, and I couldn't keep up. And that's why I just wanted just you.
yeah,
I get it. I understand. That's why I keep the podcast where it's just you and me, Lisa. I don't have a bunch of people on at once. And then when I do, it's always chaos. You know, everybody with each other. But
yeah,
there's times where that's okay. There's times where you have a guest and you're asking them questions about their future, their business. You don't want that. So
yeah, 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 yeah. Disruptive.
Where's Shonda?
I know. I love Shonda.
All right, I gotta find a new shot to do. I'm trying to find which one. Oh, I know which one.
Rings.
Blackberry.
Ooh.
This is the good stuff. I wish everybody could try this. I really do. This blackberry. My son-in-law, when we went to go to that Edgar Allan Poe thing, he tried this. He's like, "Oh my god, oh, it's so blackberry." Lisa, this is better than the bird dog only because it's higher proof and the blackberry is coming through and through. I'm gonna have to send you a little sample of it.
It's your
Blackberry. I didn't do the bell.
Ding, 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 ding. No, it's been a lot. It's crazy, you know, to try to be moving, you know, because I'm condensing everything. I mean, my mother, I didn't change much when my mother had the house, you know, the camp. And my mother was a pack rat, you know, and so there's a lot of that stuff, you know, is a shelf I built her and she put like the George Foreman grills and the, you know, the popcorn poppers and the, you know, the spare saucepans and all that stuff up there. I never moved it. I just left it there. Didn't, you know, it weren't costing me anything, didn't bother me. And, you know, that stuff's got to go. I mean, come on, let's make some room, you know? So,
Yeah, I went through the same thing when my wife moved in. You know, I was by myself for years, lived here alone. And when we met, we started dating, and some things happened, some things changed in her life. And her daughter were sharing a place, and sharing expenses, yada yada. Her daughter met a guy. I'm out, Mom. I'm out. I'm going. My wife afford it by herself. Let's all fucking move in with me. She had to get rid of a lot of shit of hers. She got out to the curb. I'm just going to do it like this, and me as well. You know, when she moved in, well, I'm just going to sit out to the curb to make room for you. Just going to make it happen. Do what you do, you know?
Yeah.
And I tell this story a lot. When we first got together, we weren't married a couple of months. Then her daughter ended up having to move in with us. And then before we knew it, we had 13 people living in this house. And we made do. We did what we had to do, you know. I made a bedroom, one bedroom. I had 3 bedrooms, one for me and her. The other one I made for the girls, and the other one I made for the boys.
Yeah.
And we did. We did bunk beds, and we did what we had to do.
Yeah.
We did fine.
Yeah.
It all worked.
That's what I'll do. You know, I've just made my little spot here at camp. I only, you know, cook so much. I only have, you know, my little refrigerator and stuff, you know. So now, like in the kitchen, he can trash the whole kitchen and, you know, put a full-size refrigerator in there, you know, and the whole 9 yards, you know. So I just let him do what he wants to do. And
Hey, I get it. I do. Because, well, it's funny you say that because, so it's me, my wife, and my granddaughter now. It's just the three of us. And it's like, I'm ready to get another refrigerator just for me.
Yep, I had just a little shop refrigerator, and I had another little shop refrigerator in the back, so Chris and I could have my stuff, have a drink right there or whatever in the back rooms. So, I don't know. It's like my mother's uh things that she had, in her dish strainer. They're all still right there. I don't have really any dishes to do. I paper plates, whatever. I don't really bother. There's only the two of us here.
it,
And
it, you say that, even with just the three of us, there's times we get the easy meals. Like I do microwave it and stuff.
yeah,
Eat out of the, I'll let the girls get their meal, and I'll eat whatever is microwaved. So I ain't got to do a dish.
yeah. It's and pretty much live out of a crock pot. Do
Oh,
crock
yeah,
pot meals. Start them in the morning, just eat them at night.
I love that crock pot.
Yeah,
I
and
had a crock pot here in Orlando. When I was working and living in Jacksonville, I had a crock pot. Because I love that crock pot. Well, I moved back here. My granddaughter broke the original crock pot. Fuck, what the fuck? How do you break a crock? I was like,
yeah,
I got another one. It's okay. I got another one. So
yeah.
I don't need two, right?
Mhm. And it's pretty easy because we eat out of the crock pot one day. I dump the extras, like the juices and all that crap, into the dog dishes, and the next day, and it's pretty much just boil it out and
Crock
clean it.
pot's the best. I don't care what
Yeah,
anybody says. Crock pot, if you
yeah,
don't have a crock pot, you don't have life.
yeah. I like a crock pot. I like to smell it all day.
Bill has
Cooking.
said, I have a crock pot. And Shadow says, oh, could not live without my crock pot now.
No, no,
Totally agree. I totally agree.
yeah,
I'd have that crock pot.
yeah. Get the big
I'm
one,
thinking,
that you can put a turkey in. The big, the big ones that
yeah.
you can put a turkey in. The big top on them. They got that. You got the little ones.
And like you said, all those juices that you don't use go right into the dog food, right?
Yeah, just throw them on the dog food, and
I don't have to buy that wet, dry food because I guess what? I got the grease coming from the crock pot going in there.
yeah, yeah. Well, you can't have anything in your garbage around here, because you attract a bear. So anything
Dog,
in your garbage. So you let the dogs have it. And
they think they did something great because you gave them some of that grease. Oh, I did good.
yeah, yep.
My owner loves me.
Well, my dogs don't beg. I don't like a begging dog. So
I don't.
food just magically appears to them all of a sudden. Wow, there's bacon grease on there. So they don't associate. I don't like a begging dog,
I don't.
So I you don't want to stare at me when I'm eating,
That's
you know.
I've
So
lived with that forever, for years.
yeah,
And when I had my dog, he would he would be out of the kitchen. He would be in sight when I was eating.
yeah,
Or
no,
the dining. No, you will not be in here. You're not going to
yeah,
sit there. Drooling. No,
yeah, yeah, yeah. My dogs will lay right there. They won't look at me. They'll just lay there and wait because they know sooner or later it's going to appear in their dish. They each get us, set time to eat. I feed them separate so they don't have to fight over food and nothing. So just magically it appears. And so,
we had to go to those one of those bowls, a special bowl, dog bowl, where it's like a maze, if you will. Where
yeah, slow eater.
they have it because the dog we have now, she would eat so fast she'd make herself sick.
Yep,
So
yep,
we have to make it difficult for her to eat. So she's
yep.
fat. It's like, goddamn dog, you're over there.
Oh, God, yep.
Go
My
down,
oldest will do that.
it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, yeah. I had a German Shepherd. I had a stick that had a fork in it and a dowel across, and I poked a hole in a Pepsi jug and put it on the dowel, and then had a little hole in the Pepsi jug, so she had to hit the Pepsi jug, and it would spin, and it would shoot out a couple pieces of dog food.
I like
She'd eat the
that.
dog food, and then she'd come back and she'd spin it, and then shoot out a couple pieces of dog food. But she was awful. She'd eat that whole bag of dog food if you let her. She'd just sit there and chow and chow and chow and chow. Yeah, she'd sit there. But it kept her busy, you know, like I was working at the time, and it kept her busy all day. You know, if she was hungry, she'd just sit there and bat that thing, you
Right.
know.
They're getting exercise. Exactly.
Yep, she had separation anxiety, wicked bad. So, you know, I kind of had to train her into it because I had to work, you know. I couldn't just sit there and babysit dumbass dog.
This dog we got now, she is so into my wife and granddaughter that when they leave, she freaks out. Oh my God.
Yep.
She said she'll whine.
Yeah.
I'm like, will you
And
shut up? Your mother come back. You shut up.
yeah, they fret. Yeah. Yeah.
It'll drive me nuts. She sits there and whines so much. I'm like, shut up. She goes ballistic, jumping and barking and just all over. I'm like, I can go down and get a pack of cigarettes. Won't be gone 5 minutes and come back.
Yeah. Where you been? You've been gone forever. My oldest dogs, they won't. They've never been without me. But my youngest dog, she'd be a terror. She would tear shit apart. She'd be different.
I've been thinking
All
about
different
it.
mental.
I've been wanting a dog forever. I love dogs. And I've been thinking about a new one for a long while now. I keep thinking, well, am I going to pick a shitty one that's going to tip apart my furniture?
Yeah. Yep. It's hard.
I
My
would be,
old dogs, you know, they're really good. They've been with me since they were born, you know. And then I got this puppy 4 years ago, and she's a terror. She's just a terror. She, you know, she has her own mind. She doesn't. I thought she'd learn from the other dogs, you know, and
right.
assimilate, you know, and come into
Good
it.
thing, right?
I know she's her own dog. She's higher strung. She's just different.
Oh,
I trained her the same, you know. She's just different.
yeah, and I often thought about that too. Is like you said, they associate with the animals that are around them, so they learn
Yeah.
from that.
Yeah.
And that you're saying that, I was like, I'm surprised, but because they do, they usually pick up on that. And they start abiding to what they do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she does. I mean, she's really good, but you can tell the difference. She wants to climb up on the back of the couch. You know, my other dogs won't go up there, but she got raised with chihuahuas. So the chihuahuas were on the back of the couch. And I got her, she was 6 weeks old. It's not like she had a lot of time to figure that stuff out. My
Well,
dog won't bother a cat. She will tear apart a cat if she finds it. If I point at a cat and put my dogs on it, they'll go after it. But she will not stand it. She does not like a cat. She doesn't like a squirrel. She doesn't like a rabbit. She doesn't like a raccoon. She doesn't like none of that. My other dogs will wait. They'll see it and they'll look at me like, can I get it? You know? And they'll just sit there. And if I put them on it, they'll go.
I
But
love
they
it.
won't go after it until I tell them. You know?
That's good. That's
So
the way you want
it's-
it, right?
yeah, whole different, you know. Something's outside. My dogs, I say, shut up. They're quiet. You can hear that bear run. You can hear him run through the, you know, woods and know where he goes. She's running her mouth. You can't hear nothing. You can't hear nothing, you know. So I spend most of my time trying to make sure my old dogs don't pick up her bad habits.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
Yeah,
but my
they will.
older dogs, they behave in
She got
natural.
away with it. Why can't All right.
Yeah. My older dogs, they behave immaculate. They're intuitive to me. They know what I want. I can open the door and let them out. The cows are out there. They don't bother the cows. You know, her minute she knows those cows will run, she'll chase them.
Yeah.
You know, she's just a whole
So,
different dog.
are those cows yours or their neighbors or
No,
what?
no, they're in the farm down the street.
All right.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
When
I didn't know if you had your own cows or not. So,
no, no, I have just a little spot. I don't know. It's an acre and a half or 2 acres or so of what used to be the whole side of the mountain when I was a kid. My grandparents sold, and my grandparents died, and my father and his brother and sister, they sold off their pieces and only kept the one little chunk.
you add to the meaning of the book that I love and I read when I was a child. I love this book. It's called My Side of the Mountain.
Yeah.
Side of the Mountain.
Yep. I
I
used to
love.
be able to I used to be able to stand there and just point and say, "You see that mountain range? You see that? You see that? We own to there." You know, we had 280 some odd acres up there,
Damn.
and it got split into three, and then it got, sold off. So we
Cool.
have,
I get it. I get it.
yeah. So I only have the little, I call it a postage stamp of what we used to have, but
It's yours. It's
yeah,
yours.
it's
You know,
fifth generation. I'm the fifth generation there, so my grandson is seventh generation there
wow.
on that mountain.
Well, on that note, I gotta go pay the water.
Water bill cometh.
Really bad. I never get the hiccups. What the hell? I'll be right back.
It's like me. I get the hiccups. Mama B's protein gave me the hiccup last, but it's always been Sergeant Rand up there, and my great grandfather and shit are buried out back, in the little cemetery and all that. So I've always been here. Neat little spot. Get away. I think I'll probably end up selling my house downtown and move up there. More permanent. Everybody's always offering on my house, and I haven't sold it. I think I might sell it. Clean it out and sell it. I don't know. It's a family home too, because that was my aunt and uncle's house when I bought it. I bought it off their estate, and it's all paid off. All I got to do is keep up with the taxes and all that. But so I own it outright, so it'll be totally profit. It's worth like 3 times what I paid for it, so I might sell it. Get back to easy living.
What do you mean it's that time, Shadow? Mean it's time for shots? I need a new shot. If it's time for shots, do it. What do I got here? Ooh! I got one of Lisa Day's favorite. Some root beer.
It is good.
I'll do a shot of root beer. I can't believe I got the. I haven't had the hiccups in years.
I got them quite a few times recently. Mama B's protein.
When I do, I hiccup once, maybe twice, and it's over. They won't stop. I do have a remedy for them. If they continue, I'm going to go get it. Ding ding. Shot.
Let's show you what I found today. Come here, you.
I'll tell you guys, remedy for hiccups. And it works every time. I promise you, and I guarantee you, it'll work. I know you've heard all kinds of remedies. You may or may not heard of this one, but I promise you, I went to bartending school. This one works above and beyond all of them. If I continue with these hiccups, I'm going to go in and I'm going to get this remedy to fix it. But what you do is you take out lime and bitters. It doesn't matter what kind of bitters it is. You take 10 drops of bitters and 10 drops of lime juice. Bring it down, gone. Guarantee it. Promise you, you will not have the hiccups. I promise you. I know people that had the worst hiccups in the world. Once they got them, they were the worst. I had people try my remedy, and it works every freaking time.
We always drank upside down. You take and put your mouth on the other side of your
Right?
glass and then bend over and take a drink. And that always does it.
Huh.
Me, anyway. Look what I found.
Wow, check that out, girl.
Yep.
What is that? Is that? It almost looks plastic.
That's
Nice.
I can't read it. It's like worn off. It's been used so much right there. I don't know
Wow.
what it says. Maybe with a shadow you can see it. But nothing on the bottom. I want
I
to put
thought-
XXX on it.
I was thinking something you made or something.
Yeah. No, it was here in the house.
That's awesome. You know how much that's worth?
I don't know.
Oh my God,
I
sweetheart.
like it.
What's it made out of?
It's made out of crockery.
Okay,
It's crockery. Yeah.
sweetheart, you can sell that for $300 or $400.
I don't know
Easy.
what it says.
I'm telling you.
I'll have to look it up. I think
Well, when you look up
Hanson, maybe?
the moonshine jugs, the clay pottery moonshine jugs,
Yeah.
$400.
Wow. I've got
Yeah.
a 5-gallon one down
Oh
at
my
my house. I got a 5-gallon one down at my house. It sits.
God. Oh my God.
Uh,
eBay, here I come.
but yeah, I found it. I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. And I can't read what it says. I ought to do that pencil thing over it.
Right,
Maybe
right.
I'd be able to see it.
Yeah, that might help.
I think it says Union.
Yeah, really?
Union something.
Wow.
That's a D.
Shadow says, my grandson said he mixed Yahoo with some of my waterproof and said it's good. Don't know about myself, but hey. And Charlene says it's clay, it's pottery. They
Yep.
dance, it looks like ceramics. Charlene says, I love
And there's a little crack here in the top. Just a little bit of a crack there. But
crack
other than
kid.
that, there's
Hey, my
nothing
hiccups,
on the bottom.
the root beer got rid of my hiccups.
But it says something here. I'm not sure what it says. I
Yeah,
don't know if you can see it.
I would put a piece of paper over it and do like that and see what it says.
Yeah. See what it says? I think it says Union something.
Huh.
There's an N. Oh, it's a T. NTON.
I don't know.
Mm,
To I know that when I got to looking into moonshine jugs, that a lot of guys take to the festivals and have moonshine or cider and stuff.
yeah.
$400 each.
Yeah. Wow. I'll send you a picture of the 5-gallon one. It's got a stripe across and has a 5 written across it.
Hell
I got
yeah.
it. It sits with a teddy bear. I got a teddy bear and a school desk. because I collected old school desks for a long time, and I got one sitting here. It's an old school desk.
Oh, you love my niece. She used to be into that big time. We used to go across the country and check out old schoolhouses. Those were the best. I swear. It was a step back in time. Oh my God.
I've got a couple of them. The desk is here, and the seat is added to it to the kid in front of you. So the kid in front of you sits on your part of the desk, and then you sit on that kid's desk.
That's weird.
It is really weird. I've got probably 6 different types of school desks, old ones, that I've collected. I've got a couple with the ink wells, where they had the inkwell place for it to sit. I've got a few of those. I think this one has the inkwell too. But it's heavy, it's cast iron, the seats and stuff are heavy.
Sitting on it right now?
No, it's over here sitting. It's got my craft stuff on it. I'm gonna have to get rid of that too.
Desk.
Yeah. But I've got probably 5 different styles of them, of school desks, the really old ones. And I've got a set of 3 tables, and they're tables, they're long, 6-foot long tables. And where you'd slide your legs in, they've cut up and out of it for kids in wheelchairs. They were special needs.
Oh wow.
And they get the little round metal thing on the bottom. You know how desks have that metal thing on the bottom to keep them level. I don't know. I've got 5 or 6 different types of them down at my house. I collected them for a long time.
Wow.
It's time to get rid of them too. I gotta get rid of stuff.
Hey, I thought
paid
about
$20
the
for
day.
this
I
one.
was going through all my shit. I was like, I went out to the garage a couple times. And like, basically, you set all this shit out on the curb. Fuck all this shit.
I know. I hate to get rid of history. I love
That being
history.
said, I have to go off of what my brother did. He had a lot of that shit too. My mom, she was a hoarder. She was. No question. She was. She was a hoarder. We had so much shit everywhere. I think we inherited that. We started collecting shit. Oh yeah, I'm gonna say that's gonna be worth something someday. Blah blah blah.
Yep.
And he decided one day. He said, "Fuck it, I'm done. What's this shit doing for me? I got all this shit everywhere." So he went to a pawn shop. Said, "What do you give me for it?" He loaded up his truck, took it all to him. Said, "What do you give me for this? What do you give me for this?" And whatever they didn't want to buy, he took to the pawn shop or to Goodwill. Got rid of it. Done. Over. Done. You take it to Goodwill, it's a write-off. Pawn shop, you put it in your pocket. Right?
Yep. I hate to get rid of history.
I do too, but at the same time, it's like I got so much shit just piled up. It's like, what am I going to do with it? I've got China in my attic that I've had up there for 20 years.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's there.
Yeah, it's just like this. I think it says Union. But anyway, it's just like that. I hate to get rid of it.
Well,
So,
I
we
think
keep
it
it.
comes to something like that, Lisa. It comes to something where, okay, is it going to benefit me more to have it sitting on my shelf? Or is it going to benefit me more to have money in my pocket?
Does it make me grin? Does it make me smile? Does it make me happy to have it?
Ooh.
This
Oh,
does. I enjoy this one.
You said,
Oh, I didn't show you. Speaking of make me grin.
all right, I'm anxious now.
I
Hell yeah. That's why I act like a kid so much, because I like to grin.
get the bright idea. I get the bright idea to make something out of cardboard. And I used painter's tape and I made a coffin box for Halloween. And I was like, well, the painter's tape, I didn't think the paint was going to stick to it. So I said, I'll paper mache it. So I made my grandmother's wallpaper glue there, you know, and did it. So I
Check that.
painted it. It says pushing up daisies.
Hell yeah. I love it.
Little
It's
coffin
cool.
in a box. But it says pushing up daisies. And I painted daisies on it.
That's awesome, sweetheart. Awesome.
It makes me smile.
Oh,
It's
Lisa,
stupid, but it makes me
you say
smile.
that. You say that, Lisa. And I act like a kid all the time. I do.
Yeah.
My wife says all the time, you act like such a child. You know what?
I do.
It makes me happy.
Yeah.
Makes me,
Yeah.
and bottom line is, that's what it's about. Happy. And I
Yeah.
ask the grandkids all the time. I ask them all the time, the grandkids. I'll talk to them on the phone. Are you happy? Did you have fun? Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Papa, yeah.
Yeah.
All it matters. Are
There
you
you
having
go. Yeah,
Seriously, life's
I
too
don't have
short.
$5 in it. You know, I had to buy some paint and some painter's tape. But other than that, I don't have nothing in it.
And, you know, that's the same thing with, I think about this apothecary cabinet that I bought. It's huge. It cost me a penny. Not a lot, but it's a penny. Is it going to make me happy? Fuck yeah, it's going to make me happy.
Yeah. For a long time.
So, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm good with it. That's what. Does it make you happy?
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Well, it kept me busy, you know. I tore apart a cardboard box and I had the painter's tape. I already had that from my watercolor painting. And then the cry cut, I cut out the little pushing up daisies. And then I painted the daisies,
And that's so true. So true.
you know.
Body, you know what? The nutrients in that body are going to pop up daisies.
Yep. Yep. Pushing up daisies.
I
And
love it.
I just thought it was funny, you know, it'll look good, you know, on Halloween, and I'll keep it out all the time because I'm creepy. You know, I don't care.
I don't think you're creepy at all. I really
You
don't.
know,
But that's cool. I love that. That's awesome, Lisa.
it's, you know, something out of nothing. It didn't cost me anything. I still have all the paint pretty much, you
It
know,
just
the acrylic paint.
the laughter that you just shared made that $5 go away easily.
It's, you know, I'm
You
happy with it. It makes me grin when I look at it, you know.
know, you know, the most recent thing that happened to me was something that my granddaughter shared with me. I took her fishing. It's been a couple of years ago, and we ran out of bait. Or no, actually, we ran out of bait. That they weren't biting our bait. And she said to me, "Papa, I want to try a new bait." And she walked over to a weed and picked this flower. I'm going to use this as a bait. I was like, honey, that's not going to work. They're not going to eat that. Papa, they will. They like the color. It's bright. It's vibrant. They'll see that. They'll eat it. But she threw it out there. They didn't bite it. They just weren't biting that day. And she told me, she said, my daddy uses this stuff, and he told me why they won't bite it, eat it. And I blew it off. I did. I blew it off. And recently, when I went to Maggie Valley, I went to my brother's place before I went to Maggie Valley. He's got this fish pond in front of his place. Gorgeous fish pond. Love it. Absolutely love it. I think it's under an acre of pond. And I was digging around for worms. I couldn't find any. I didn't spend a lot of time looking for them. I was looking for grubs or worms or whatever I could find. I didn't find anything. And I thought about what she said. So I looked over and there's weeds growing everywhere, right? So I grabbed a weed, I broke it off. It's got two leaves sticking out of it. I used a stem. I ran a hook through the stem, threw it out there. Oh my God. They were
Yeah.
hitting like wildfire.
Yeah, they're hungry.
Laughing my ass off. I was like, motherfucker. But it's just things like that that when you think about family and people and things that come into your life, and things that are said, and things that are done, and you actually put them into practice, just like it brought you joy. These it cost you $5. That weed didn't cost me shit. I threw it
Yeah.
out there. I had the best time of my fucking life. I did. I caught 10 bass within an hour. Fucking
That's
weed
fun.
for
Yeah,
weed.
yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah,
like I
weed.
said, if somebody saw that in a craft shop, they'd pay for it. They'd pay big bucks for it.
Yeah,
And I made it, like I said, under $5 because I still have all the acrylic paint. I still have all the, tape and stuff. And cardboard could be free, if I weren't using so many boxes right now.
yeah. The
Wow.
fact you got such a laugh out of it, that was worth $5. It was,
Yeah, I
you
love it. It makes me grin. It makes me smile. I think it's pretty funny pushing up daisies.
All right, Phil. Good to see you, Phil. Thanks for joining us, buddy. I
I
love you. Think a lot of you, Phil. I know I make fun of you a lot, Phil, but it's all in good, buddy. I promise.
I love Phil.
See you, Phil.
Phil's good people.
You're not. Yeah, he is. He's a really good guy. I love the fact that he went to Maggie Valley and he came back from Maggie Valley. And he was talking about how many people knew him, and he couldn't believe how many people knew him. I was like,
Yep.
it doesn't take much, man.
No.
Love you, Phil. Shut up, buddy. Look forward to seeing you next week. Actually, I look
Yeah,
forward to
he
seeing
said he was gonna go to Winter Jam too. He said, right?
Well, I think he's changed his plans. He might change his plans of going to Winter Jam and going to that festival in Louisiana.
Nice. Nice.
Louisiana is a more of a festival than like the Winterfest is more of a meet and greet,
Yeah. Yeah.
which I don't doubt it because you do. You meet a lot of great people. You meet a lot of moonshiners. You get personal with them. You get to know them one on one.
Yeah. It's more personal. Yeah.
And first time I went to Winter Jam was I got to meet shit. I'm drawing a blank now. I'm dumbass.
Mark
Yeah.
Ramsey. Yeah.
No, not Mark Ramsey, but God damn it, the old guy. Shit.
Jim Tom. JB.
No. Yeah, JB Raider. Yes,
There we go.
JB Raider.
I'm going down the scale of old guys.
We got to talking. Me and JB Raider, and we talked. He and I had so much fun.
Yeah.
We talked and talked and talked. And I felt guilty that we were talking so long because everybody wanted to meet him and talk to him and stuff. So I walked away. Later on, a couple hours later, he's sitting over there at the table by himself. I went over and sat next to him. We were doing shots together, drinking a beer. And we had a great time. I sat there with him for over an hour just talking about politics and generally everything, moonshine, you name it.
Yeah.
And I said, JB, I got to go out and have a cigarette. I'm sorry. Let me excuse myself. I'm going to have a cigarette. And I went outside the tavern and I'm having a cigarette talking to Moonshiner Red.
Yeah, he's a riot.
And then all of a sudden we see JB being escorted out. They're carrying him out to his car. I'm like, oh, God damn it, I got JB fucked up.
There you go.
I'll tell you what, you will not be the finer guy than JB Raider.
Yeah. Yeah.
They talk about him. Yeah, he's a good guy. And for that reason, on those kind of occasions, like with Winter Jam, meet those kind of people. You'll meet Mark Ramsey. You'll meet all those guys. They go to it, and it's the best time to have the opportunity to have one-on-one conversation with them.
It's calmer. It's more personal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a festival. There's not anything going on. You're just there to associate with each other. Yeah, it's so much better.
See, for me, I won't melt. I'll go there and melt if it's too hot. So Winter Jam is like my thing, you know. Wouldn't
Winter
be
Jam,
so hot.
when I went, actually, I've been to 3 winter jams, and it was very pleasant for me. Even though I live in Florida, it wasn't too cold. It wasn't. And 2 of those times it was snowing, and I was in a vest and long sleeve shirt. I was very comfortable. I was loving it. I was like, hell yeah, bring it on.
Yeah, see, it's 48. I think 48 around right here now.
Yeah, when I was at
Yeah,
Maggie
cold.
Mountain, I think it was right in the mid 30s. It
Yeah,
had snow flurries.
yeah, I love that.
I
I
love
got a sweat box today. I'm like, I'm coming on. I don't care.
You always look good, Lisa. What are you talking about?
Whew, I gotta stop putting my hair up. I've never put my hair up. I've
You know,
never put my hair up. So I used to have a thing when I was a kid with them headbands, you know. So I gotta start putting my hair up. I've never done that, obviously.
what shot am I doing next?
I like that
Uh,
hat. That hat's a cool hat.
what I got over here? What is it? Oh, this is the Pochi.
Oh, dang. I gotta stop putting my hair up. Get rid of it.
You look good, Lisa. What are you talking about? You look fine.
Oh, I'm a sweat ball. I've been at it all day. I'm a sweat ball.
I've been saving this bourbon that Jimmy Crack Corn sent me. So when
Ooh,
I'm saving the last few shots, when he comes on, I want to do those with him.
yeah.
That is one of the best bourbons I've ever had. He makes
Ah,
a good
yeah.
drink. He makes a good drink.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? Charlie says she always wears her hair up. Ooh, well, I'm doing a protein. Doing some protein.
Charlene looks good with her hair up, though. She's got that curly shit going on.
Yeah.
I put my hair up. I look like, I don't know, look like a skeleton with a wig on. I don't have
Lisa,
the talent. I mean,
I got to share with you, Lisa.
I don't have
Everybody,
the talent to
all
put
the
it.
brothers that are watching. So I ordered these shot glasses. I had them sent to to Charlene to paint them for me and have them done up. And I did that off a TikTok shop. Well, I went on TikTok shop. I got a list like no tomorrow, a shopping list. I decided, okay, I want to do all the stuff I want to do. I want to do herbal stuff. And I ordered all this stuff, and I didn't think to change the address. It's all going to Charlene now.
I did that to Brandy Holden. We sent her a bunch of stuff when the hurricane hit down there. We sent her a bunch of stuff. And then Tim ordered fender flares for his truck. And they were going to Brandy. It was like, oh
Well, feel
man,
better
change it,
now.
change it. We ended up changing it, catching it in time, but it was
Well,
just kind of funny.
there's one of the things that I didn't catch. Actually, 2 of the things I didn't catch in time. I got noticed that it had been shipped. I looked at it. It showed the shipping address. I was like, fuck. I was freaking out about her. Going, God damn it, fuck. I'm on my phone trying to change it. No, it's shipped. It's going to Charlene. The first thing was a birthday gift to my wife. I'm like, fuck. It's being shipped to Candy. My wife's not going to get it in time. I'm like, well, fuck. That sucks. I couldn't change it because it's already been shipped. She's gonna get it tomorrow.
My son keeps doing 94 days until my birthday. So he's been doing that. He's been doing the countdown. So I got at him the other day and I was like, 16 more days until my birthday. Oh, it popped his bubble hard. He didn't like that. I was telling
Yeah,
him all the things we got in between, my birthday, you got Danny's birthday, his sister's birthday, and Christmas and all that, Thanksgiving and all that. No, he was bummed. He didn't want to think about that. He's doing a countdown.
hey, you were in my birthday.
Yeah. Me and Phil. Phil already signed off, but we're only a few days away from each other on the birthday.
So then I got a notice. I told Charlene about it. And then later on, I got another notice that something been shipped. That's going to Charlene. God damn it. It's the thing that's being served. I ordered an elderberry syrup.
Oh, yes.
Going to Charlene. I'm like,
You know,
God damn.
sure.
I wanted to do that elderberry syrup. God damn it.
Yeah,
all,
I mean,
I'll be seeing her in about 3 weeks. Whatever
yeah.
I'll just ship it back to myself. I'll show my wife where I got her. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, Charlene's gonna play with it first, and then you get it. I love Charlene. I talk to her every day. It's like one of the few people that I text with every day.
Charlene, do you need a bread basket?
Yeah,
Got my wife a bread basket. If you need it, I mean, hey, I'll just order it, have it shipped to my house. Richard,
we did that with Brandy Holden. We had sent her some jars and jar sealers and stuff when that whole hurricane thing happened, and they were putting together meals in the jars for people. So we sent her a bunch of mason jars and a bunch of a sealer and stuff. And then Tim went to order his fender things. He had to have an inspection sticker up here. And he had rod around his fender wells. So if you buy them fender flares, you just put them on and you don't have to worry about, the inspection thing. So he bought the fender flares and he was like, oh, well, my fender flares ought to be getting here. I wonder where they are. And he's like, why the hell are my fender flares headed for North Carolina? It's like, oh, shit.
whoops. Hey, you know what? I'm glad I had this conversation because now I don't feel so bad. I'm not the only one. I told
Yeah.
Charlie, I feel like such an idiot. She said, no, I've done it. I'm like, no, I've been such an idiot.
Yep. Nope. That's how it happens.
I had those jars sent to her and I forgot to change the address. So
Yep.
all this is going to her now. I'm like, oh my God. I went on there and I tried to change the address and it's not letting me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, everything's so easy, just a click,
Yeah. Charlie, you're going to be getting a lot of stuff. So just to let you know.
At least you know it's safe. I
Charlie-
love Charlie.
Charlie says 129 days on my birthday.
Hey, there you go. I'll
Chris
tell
is-
that to Chris.
Richard says, oh, you might not get that one back, brother. God damn it, that's my wife's birthday present. What the fuck?
Yeah. Might have a couple more miles on it before you get it.
Then he says, I was talking about elderberry. Oh, shit. Damn it. I'm not going to get that back either.
Yeah.
Charlie says, I have nowhere to put it. Well, okay, well, good. As long as you got nowhere to put one, I'm good. I can get it back to my wife. Then Richard says, we'll get that birthday gift headed back your way quick. I appreciate you guys. I'm so sorry about that. I really am.
Great people.
I'll pay
Great
you the
people.
shipping. Let me know what the shipping is. I'll pay you guys. I'm sorry. That was my bad.
I've become very fond of Charlene. I don't call her Marlene anymore. Called her Marlene for like the first month.
I remember that. I remember that. Charlie or Richard says, or actually, Charlie says 134 days to Richard's birthday.
Oh,
So Charlie's is before Richard.
yeah, hers is before.
Then Shadow says, "You're welcome to use my address." All right, yeah, I'm sure, buddy. Hey, in fact, Shadow, you and I've had this talk. You let me know, brother. I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up. We've had this conversation. I'll send something your way if you need it, buddy. Just let me know.
This is the most I've laughed all day.
That's good. That's good. Lisa.
Whew.
My day.
It's been a wild one. It's been a wild one.
Charlene says she's 5 years older than Richard. That's a rarity.
Yeah,
Usually it's the other way around.
yeah. I'm older than Tim, but we're only older, you know, it's only a few months between us.
I'm older than my wife, but it's only a few months.
Yeah.
I'm July, she's September.
Yeah.
September.
I'm September, he's December.
I need a birthday gift.
Yeah. Like a postman. You better get going.
Damn it. I can't believe I did that. I really can't. It is what it is. Honey, I'm sorry. Your birthday gift's going to be late.
Honey, I'm sorry I sent your birthday gifts to another woman.
Oh my God. No.
Yeah, Lisa, stop helping me out.
Lisa, shut the fuck up.
Lisa, you're not helping.
But you know that's what she's going to read into it. You know that. Oh my God. No. Oh shit. I'm in trouble. Shit. I didn't realize how deep shit I was in. Like, I sent your birthday gift to another woman. Yeah, okay.
There you go.
I need to drink a lot. Oh shit. Where's the shots? Where the fuck the shots? I'm in deep trouble. Oh my God. I sent your birthday gift to another woman. A married woman.
Richard, you'll never know.
Oh my God.
Lisa, stop helping me out.
Drummond son, I think I'm 5 years older than myself. I just try to ignore it. I love you, Drummond son.
Drummond.
Hysterical. I know I'm 5 years older than myself.
Drummond son, you gotta send me your address so I can put it down and send you that drawing I did.
Oh my God.
Don't hurry about it because I am way behind on the fucking package thing.
Shadow said, I actually gone through 100 pounds of corn, kernel for malting. I handpicked just for malt. Damn, dude. That's
So you
gotta
went
be
through, picked out the ones you wanted, the ones that were just starting to.
dude,
Nice.
that makes for. I'm proud of you for doing that, sir, because you're looking for quality. And I like that.
Yep.
You know, I'm a big part of the TikTok moonshine community, and it's mostly all about high proof. It's all the time about high proof.
Yeah.
Fuck the high proof. We're looking for quality and taste.
Yeah.
And I keep trying to emphasize that on these guys. They look at me and they're like, what you talking about? No, dude, I'm telling you. Lisa, you okay?
Get me laughing. Sending your wife's gift to another woman. How dare you?
Oh my gosh. You know, my wife's already after me. Shit, that's just gonna seal the deal right there.
Yeah,
Divorce.
yeah. Lisa, stop helping me. You're not helping.
Stop helping my wife.
Yeah. Stop coming up with that shit.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I'll be 60 this year.
When?
I
When?
know, huh? It's one of the big 6-0. It's a magical year. Yeah, I know, huh? Forever abide ye the rule of 3.
When you go past
60.
that 60, then it's like
Oh, yeah. I won't keep track of them after now. I won't keep track of them.
I was 63 in July.
Magical year. 63. It's a magical year.
My buddy
Ooh.
told me when I was 59, he told me, he said, when you reach 60, you're going to see the difference. He
Yeah.
was dead right. He was dead right.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Yep.
God. I don't know if it's the fact that he told me that or what, but I'll tell you what. Oh my God.
No, it is. It's a big difference.
Big
It's a big
difference. Charlie, you're just a baby.
I know, huh? I got sick a couple years ago, and it hasn't been the same since, man.
It's crazy. It really is. The difference. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I wish I was 55 again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Please, give me 55. Give me 55.
But then I look at people who are the same age as me, and they're like addicted to the pharmacy. You know, they're on this, they're on that, they're on this, they're on that. I don't take nothing. You know?
I do, but I minimize it because I know I don't want to be that person who goes to work every day with that pill box. Oh, I got to take this pill, this pill, this
Yeah.
pill. I don't want to be that person.
Well, and I do it naturally, and then you can wean yourself off it naturally. You know, anything that you're taking for high blood pressure or something naturally, you can wean yourself off it. Like for my breathing is the Mullen, and I notice a big difference. Like today, I didn't take a hit off the Mullen. I can tell. I was huffing and puffing before I hopped in here.
That's
It's the difference in the breathing, and just people, they have them albuterol, inhalers and stuff, and I don't have that, so I use Mullen, and
Cheryl says I'll be 46. Ha ha ha. Fuck you, Cheryl. If I was 46, dude, I would not be here.
Wow. To be 46 and know what you know now,
Oh my God.
even in that brief time, to know what you know now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also said, that's right. Isn't it 1960? I wish it was 1960. Wait, whoa. Let me back up. If it was 1960, I would not be born yet.
Right. Yeah. I don't want to. Yeah. I don't want to be a thought of. I don't mind being a remembered, but I don't want to be a thought of.
Right.
I hope people just remember me and just laugh, I've lived a good life. I could die tomorrow and not worry about it. I worry about my kids and stuff like that, the things everybody else does, but
I say that every day, Lisa. I just want everybody to know. If I pass, I go to know that Mark Morgan, Uncle Moonshine, lived a good life.
yeah.
I really am. Yeah, I have struggles just like everybody else. I go through bullshit, yada yada yada. But you know what? At the end of the day, I've lived a really good life, and I'm very happy for that.
Yeah.
Everybody know that.
Yeah, that's what I install my kids, you know, my girls. They each have their own life and doing their own thing, you know. If I died
When,
tomorrow, then
absolutely, Lisa. When I die, I want everybody to know that Uncle Moonshine lived a good, happy life. I did. There's
mhm,
no question about it. I lived a better life than most people will ever even dream of. And I'm happy for that. I'm not
yeah,
bragging. I'm just happy for it. I'm happy
yeah,
at the fact that I have.
yeah,
And I, yeah, I have regrets. I've done mistakes just like anybody else.
yeah, we all
Well,
do.
at the end of the day, I've lived a pretty good fucking life.
Yeah.
I really am.
Roy kept trying to say story time with Lisa, so I've been trying to write down a few things to come up with on story time with Lisa. And there's been a couple I'm not happy about and ashamed of myself, but you know, hey, it's what I
Honey,
did.
we've all had that. We've all had that. I've
Yep,
done things in my life that I'm so ashamed of that it's not even funny.
yep.
But you know what? At the end of the day, I could say I've done many things that I'm so proud of and happy for. You know what? Yeah, I've done some shitty things.
The things that I'm not proud of, I learned from,
Exactly.
you know. So,
And it made you a better person for
yep, yep,
that. That's my point. You know, we all do. Every individual, every person done something in their life.
I've,
They're,
I've
unless you're
tried to keep this. I've
unless,
tried to keep the story time with Lisa to funny stuff, though.
unless you're Jesus Christ, you fucked up in your life. I know you
Yeah,
have.
Jesus fucked up, man. You know, Jesus screwed up. I'm sure he did. You don't end up half naked on a cross by doing things absolutely right, you know?
Joe
Said he was
says,
a carpenter.
first of all, Charlene says, Richard will be 50. Damn, I wish.
Nice.
Oh my God. Congratulations, Richard, for reaching the 50. Shadow says, absolutely agree. Robinson says, you know what they say, life's a dance. Sometimes you're dancing because you're happy, and sometimes you're dancing to keep from getting shot in the foot.
Yep. You just keep
Robinson,
moving, man. You do the best you can when you do.
ding,
You
ding,
do the
ding, Robinson.
you do the best you can when you can, and you know, you might look back at it and go, "Wow, I fucked up," but you know, with what you had at the moment and what you know had to use and all that, you made the best decision you could. Unless you just you know decided to be an asshole. You know, I've decided to be an asshole before, and
I know. We all
yeah, yeah. And when you flip that switch and say, "I'm just going to be an asshole. I'm going to burn this fucking thing down," you know, that's
You know what?
frustration.
You say that, and I have to bring this up because it's been on social media everywhere about the Karen with Philly.
And the what with Billy?
Karen with
Oh
Philadelphia.
yes, yeah, yeah,
Oh my God. You know she's feeling like shit right now.
yeah.
Oh
And
my
somebody
God.
else, she did that to somebody else before that. There was another incident before that.
I didn't know that.
I'll have to look it up. There's another incident before that where she hollered at somebody's kid. You know?
Well, that's a true Karen.
Yeah, you know. I don't
Hey,
know.
on that
When you
note,
see there's a kid involved, you just give it to the kid, you know.
oh yeah,
You
come on.
know,
thing about the kids. It really is.
Yeah, you know, if she
It's,
had her granddaughter right there and her granddaughter was trying to grab it, you know, and that guy stole it out of her hands, and that's different. But
and
she's
they
just
put
standing
it,
there as an adult. Give it to the kid,
yeah, she was
you
trying
know?
to. He got it first. Good
Yeah,
job.
he's there.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, you missed it. It's not yours. Why the fuck you
Yeah.
going after this guy? But anyway,
Yeah.
it does. It comes down to the kids, and
Yeah.
we take our
We-
kids to these events and things for them to have a great experience.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be an example for the kids. And she
Yeah.
was an example of how not to behave.
Not to be.
So now that kid has an example of that. So she did, you know, it was a teachable moment. Don't be like that bitch. You know, be glad the kid had it.
I feel for
You
her
know?
that she. I feel for her that she has to be that example, but at the same time, bitch, really.
Yeah. Well,
And
the
to
guy
come to find out, she sold that baseball on the internet. What the fuck, bitch?
well,
It wasn't
John,
like
you
it was
know,
a thing. Oh
he
my
gave her the
god!
baseball. And that poor kid, he's like, I had it in my hand. I had it in
Yeah,
my hand. And my dad took it and gave it, you know? It's like, just shut up and let the fucking kid have it, you know? It's a kid. You know,
and you know what else I hate? The other thing that I hate that society has placed this name on those type of people as Karen. Can you imagine if your name was Karen?
Yeah. Yeah. Not all Karens are Karens.
Best friend, one of my best friend's wife's his name or her name is Karen. I feel for her.
Yeah, yeah.
But actually, on the other hand of that, I have seen her be a Karen.
We all can be. You know?
What's the guy terminology for that? Instead of a Karen, you're
Yes, it must be Dave. I think it's Dave.
no,
That's my
it's
ex-husband's name, so I'm gonna call it Dave.
no, it's not Dave. It's shit.
Kenny.
I've said it before. It's not
Uh,
Dave. What is it? Help us out, guys, on the company.
Kenny. It depends.
Jenny.
Yeah, you can go on and ask, you know, the what is it, the something Bible, the Urban Bible or whatever it was there. You can ask them and they'll come up with it. But
You're right. It's Kenny. It's Karen and
yeah,
Kenny.
Jared and Kenny.
I know a lot of Kennys too, there, but that sucks for them guys.
One of my biggest bans on Facebook that I had to go like a week and a half for not being on Facebook was because I told somebody I was gonna Kenny, his actual name was Kenny, that I was gonna punch him in the nose the next time I saw him. He still avoids me to this day because he knows it's coming. I don't care if I'm in Walmart. I don't care if we're at Bingo, man. I'm gonna punch you right in the fucking nose.
That's funny as hell, Lisa. You're a fucking Kenny. Pow.
Yeah, he sees me, man. The only thing I regret is his girlfriend's a badass. I'm probably gonna get my ass kicked when I punch him in the nose because his girlfriend's gonna kick
But
my
you know what?
ass.
But you know what? The revenge was great, right?
Yeah, I'll sit there and grin through the whole fucking thing. So I don't know why I finally did punch him in the nose. He's got
Okay,
it
well,
coming.
now we have a totally different topic. Shadow says, trivia. How many books are missing from the King James Version of the Bible? Where did that come from, Shadow?
Wow. I do not know.
We're talking about Karens, and then all of a sudden we're talking about
I
versions of
don't know.
the Bible.
What's the difference between the King James Bible and some other Bible? I don't know.
Actually, there's a lot.
That's why I said I have no clue. We weren't raised religious. We were raised to fear my grandmother. You don't fear God, you fear your grandmother.
Raised as a Christian, and at one point in my life, I started questioning the Bible because there's so many variations, and so yeah, there are a lot of different variations between the King James Bible and the Bible that we know today. Uh,
See, we were always raised.
Popped in my head, LOL. The answer is 27. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. And that comes between when we talk about religion. That's why we have so many different religions because everybody has a different concept of religion.
Yeah.
When they read the Bible, they have different concepts of different variations and stuff. And that's why they have baptism, Methodist, Catholic, yada yada yada.
Mhm.
And that's why there's so many different variations of it because everybody reads into it differently.
Right.
And
Yep.
that's why I decided I was raised Methodist, but with all the different variations, I decided because I was just Christian.
Yeah.
And
And, you
when it comes to the Bible, me personally, I feel like I need to read more of the Bible, and not just the King James version, but all of it,
know, yeah.
just to come up with my own perception to find out what religion I follow. But right now, I follow Christianity.
When I was curious about the Bible, I had somebody say to me that it was that time's edition of like the Inquirer. He had all his disciples, they went out and they made these different stories, that was lore or, put down through history in families. That's what they heard, that's what they wrote.
Exactly.
Doesn't necessarily say that that is the true story because on the other side there's always the other side, there's two sides of every story, blah blah. But when somebody said to me that's that version of the Inquirer, because it was all lore brought in from different people, it
Right.
doesn't mean it isn't true, it doesn't mean it isn't sacred, it doesn't mean anything. It just means that it was hearsay,
Their version of it.
their version of what they had heard while they were out. And
Exactly.
after that, it was, I didn't really bother delving into it because it was like, I'm only going to go down a rabbit hole of, did the, three wise men really bring, frankincense and myrrh? Where did they get that shit? How did they come across it? And I'd go down the rabbit hole, so I think if
I,
I live cleanly, I'm polite until needed, and I don't bother anybody, I'm doing good in God's eyes. I wish well on people, I do good, I don't, then I'm doing good in God's eyes. So I don't have to worry about what that book says because it's hard to read,
I
it is,
that's why I say that I know personally because I've experienced it in a personal experience that I know that Jesus is the Son of God. I believe in God, and but as far as when it comes to all the other stuff, it's like I start questioning it. That's why I say I need to read and establish what my beliefs are. So that's why I call myself a Christian.
Yeah. See, I believe in the evolutionary because, I
Totally.
can't just think that Adam and Eve showed up under a tree eating apples with a snake around. Somehow we had to crawl up out of the mud. It don't mean that Adam and Eve didn't come out of that mud like we all did. It just, it's a hard thing to swallow. But I always, somebody needs something, like when Tammy was going through her shit, like Bob's going through his shit. I always say, God, I ain't asking for nothing from me. Pay attention to them. I don't want your attention. I don't need anything. You say those things, people pray to God, they pray to this, they pray to that. Sorry to bother you, man, but Bob's over there having a hard time with his wife. Pay attention to him.
Yep.
I don't need shit.
Fisher said it's how it's worded that makes the difference. Totally agree.
It is. It's hard to read the way it's worded.
And Shadow says I was raised Methodist. I was too.
Yeah.
I was one of the first four in my family was Baptist, and we went Methodist. And I was baptized as Methodist.
Yeah.
Shadow says, who started the very first bank system in the world? I don't know. I want to say it was the
Who started the first what?
Banking system. I want to say it was the Illuminati.
For a banking system, it would have been the Knights Templar,
right?
because they had a banking system.
Then he says everyone read and understand things differently. Same as with a moonshine recipe, you can make the same as me, but it will always turn out differently than mine. Absolutely, Shadow. Absolutely.
That's why I say you live cleanly. You're polite until needed. If you need to bring out the guns, you bring out the gun. But you live cleanly, you live politely, you accept people for who they are, but you don't let it infringe on your shit. You know what I mean? You just gotta,
Oh, sorry, Lisa. No, you're absolutely right, Lisa. But I have David Dance popped in and made the comment of Wells Fargo.
Wells Fargo. See, I'd go back to the Knights Templar. It's 1100.
Yeah,
They had the first.
As far as I know, as far as what I've read, the Illuminati Knights Templar started the first banking system.
Yeah. But I mean, I've got an apple and you need it. That's a banking system. Somebody had chickens and you need eggs. That's a banking system. What's your definition of a banking system?
Florida. Right. I'll be right back. Bill again. I'll be right back.
I'm not gonna go pee and pay the water bill. I'm not bashing any religion at all, because some people, get great comfort from that. And if they want to get great comfort from that, I'm all for it. I just, I'm more of a free willy on the church going thing. Growing up, we had Jehovah's Witness, we had Methodist, we had Catholic, we had all these churches around, and they all offered different things for the young people. And one church's youth group was funner than the other, so we'd all congregate there, but we all bounced around, depending on what the church group offered. My cousin went to one church. My parents were married at another church. And then you had the Jehovah's coming up and stuff. So we all bounced around, and it became this, you pick and chose what you wanted out of each religion to build your own, And so you don't knock anybody for being really religious. That's, if they want to get comfort from that, that's, their thing. But I believe more naturally in stuff like the Indians do, I guess.
No, I'm not laughing at what you just said, Lisa. You're absolutely right. And they did that for a reason. You're right.
Yeah.
I do want to make a couple of comments. One, about to finish off this coffee because Shadow says, "Damn, that's worth a shot,"
Uh-huh.
and I agree with that. That is worth a shot. Ding, ding, ding. Shot. This is coffee. It will keep me up a while.
Coffee.
Oh man. Woo. But I want to say this, Lisa. When you were talking about, I heard you while I was a big fan of the watermelon. You're absolutely right. I had the opportunity. I was in Boy Scouts, and one of those things in Boy Scouts where you go for awards and badges and whatnot to excel in the Boy Scout community was God and Country. I learned at the very beginning that was the hardest award to win was the God and Country award in the Boy Scout.
Yeah.
So me being me, I always strive to go for the hardest and work to the easiest. Always been that way. So I strive, and I went to the God and Country, and during that process, you go through a process where you go through all these different churches, and you go to the synagogue, you go to Catholic, you go to all these different churches, and and I have to agree with all of them. I really do. And I understand why they, like going through that process, I understand why they believe what they believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's, I don't know how to say it. It becomes, get an understanding of why they believe what they believe. And that's cool. And I understand it. And I respect it. 100%.
Yeah.
And as far as Judaism, all of it, every bit of it, we went to all kinds of different churches. It took me a year to get that badge. And to be honest with you, the whole time I was in Boy Scouts, that's the only award I won, the God and Country Award.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that because it took so long to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a very long process. And you have to go to all these different churches, understand the religion, and do tests and stuff on these different religions. But you respect each and every one of them because why they believe what they believe and how they believe and what they believe in.
Well, their interpretation of an
Exactly.
event is
And that's
different.
what I said earlier, Lisa. Is it comes down to your interpretation of what the religion becomes and what it says, and what you believe, what you read, what you knowledge, and what relates to you.
What you glean from it. You know,
Exactly.
when I was a little kid, we had a church, and it was the smallest church. For a long time, it was in Guinness. It was the smallest church. So we'd go there, and my job there was to take care of the horses because people would come with a horse and buggy to this church, you know, and it got me, you know, I didn't per se go to church because I was busy with the horses. I always took care of the horses. That was my job. But there were people, we went out west, and there was in the Grand Tetons, there was this little church, and they had all these hooking places for the horses. And that was familiar to me. That was me. That was my place. That's where I was. You know, that was familiar. And it got to thinking, people would take and go from farm to farm. They'd pick up the mother or whoever at each farm, and somebody would have to stay there and do the chores. So, like, if I had 12 kids, I'd drop off a couple of them over here to help with there as we went down the road to go to these churches. And people would travel for days to go to these churches and hear this sermon, you know, and then they'd travel for days back. You know, you don't do that for nothing. You do that because you want to be seen, you want to be heard, you need something, you know, as a community.
Yes.
You know, and you were frowned on if you didn't go to church, you know, in some of these communities. So it was like a, you know, necessity that you had to do, you know. But I remember when we went to the Grand Tetons and I saw those hitching posts, and that was my like, wow, I did that for people. I remember that because I was there. I would take care of the horses while they were there. You know, when they left, they had grain to make it, you know, 2 days, you know, because the guy that I knew, he'd send grain. You know, it was, you know, I don't know. They get comfort from it. I don't care. Anything gives you comfort, I'm all for it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
And when you say that, Lisa, as a human being, you know right from wrong. Period. You do. You're born with it. Period. You know right from wrong. So what I mean by that is you know good from evil. And you know, it's like when I went hunting, I shot a deer. I felt remorse.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Why? I took a life.
yeah.
Like, well, fuck. I feel bad about that. I did. But at the same time, I didn't take total remorse because of the fact that I made that into something that was good for me. I ate that deer.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
was a necessity. You needed to eat, and
exactly.
you know.
And
See, on my end of that, I know that deer. I've already seen that deer. I know that deer. I know how many fawns she's had or he's had. I know if he's new in the area. I know if he's been there a while. I know his daddy. You know, so
that makes it even rougher.
it does. You know, I mean, I've seen deer out there just bleeding. You know, just wah wah because coyotes are taking their fawn and they're still looking for it. They're hoping that fawn made it, you know, and they're just bleating for it and trying to cry for it. It's so sad, you know, but it's natural, you know.
Yeah,
But I
exactly.
know the animals in my area.
Richard said in the comments, I'm Scots, Irish, Norwegian. We have direct conversation with the Almighty. That's cool,
Yeah.
Richard. Glad to hear that, buddy. Shadow says, I'm sorry I didn't mean to set things off in a direction that
Nah.
so awkward for a lot of people. No, dude, it's not awkward at all,
No,
buddy.
no, it shouldn't be.
No,
You
dude,
believe what you want to believe, and as long as you ain't hurting people, and you're not, you know, believe it. You
we're
get
here.
comfort from it.
Shadow, if you were here quoting states from Satanism or stuff like that, then I would be offended. You're not
Yeah.
offensive at all, buddy.
No.
All. David Dan says, good night, all. David, thanks for coming in,
Nice
buddy.
thing.
Glad to have you as always. David Dance, I was so proud to meet you in person. Dude, I can't wait to do it again. Hopefully we can hang out and do some things together, David. Love you, man. Love you. I can't say it enough.
Yeah.
David Dance.
His wife's name begins with a K, I think. I'm trying to pay attention lately.
But no, Shadow, you're not offending anybody. I don't think.
No.
And if you are, well, fuck them. We're just
Yeah.
talking points here.
If they get a different viewpoint, they can come out with it. I mean,
Nothing tonight we're talking about has been negative whatsoever.
no.
And I think we all know the difference from right and wrong. And it's just the way we were taught, brought up, and raised.
Well, it's
Yeah.
also how we learn.
Exactly.
It's how we learn. You know, if somebody, you know, I've been straightforward to how I think, you know, I try to stay out of God's way. You know, if I speak to God at all, it's for somebody else. I I rarely ask for anything for myself, but I thank him every day. Now, if he's listening, I don't care if he's listening. I know I did it, and someday he might go, "Hey, Lisa thanked me." It's all in
You know,
how you believe.
it's a God, and no matter what your beliefs are, to me personally, as long as you know there's a better being than you, that put you in this place for a reason,
Yeah.
that's all it is. Really.
I used to describe it as a ball rolling. You put a ball in motion and it's gonna roll. So your choices are that ball rolling. You
Exactly.
can either put that ball rolling for right or wrong. I can throw a ball and hurt something, or I can throw a ball and make a snowman. It's one of those. That's how I think about it. I have a problem with the evolution, and all of a sudden he made Adam and Eve. I have a problem with that, but
I don't.
because I don't understand it. That's
Okay.
why I have a problem with it. Is because I don't understand it, and my understanding isn't that deep. I guess if people want to understand it deeper than that, then that's their thing. I believe there's a higher power, but I also believe in that ball rolling. We all make choices.
Not disagreeing with you, Lisa, whatsoever. I don't agree with your opinion on the Adam and Eve thing. It had to happen somewhere, so that's why I agree with that. But at the same time, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Right?
Uh,
I mean, I don't know if he made them or not. They had belly buttons in all the pictures. They've got belly buttons.
there you go.
But I mean, that's our interpretation
And
because there ain't
who's to
no
say?
photographs.
And who's to say on that note, Lisa? And I'm not opposed. I'm not agreeing. I'm not disagreeing. But who's opposed to say that God is not an alien?
That's why it's like as long as we live clean,
Ask this
we live
question
happy,
anytime.
and we don't hurt anybody.
I've asked this question over 100,000 times.
Yeah.
Who made God God? How did God become God?
Yeah.
Seriously, think about it.
Bunch of atoms
So,
fucking colliding.
so we can go on all night about religion. We can. And we disagree and agree, but at the end of the day, we
It
all
boils
grew up
down.
and we all been raised certain ways, and that's the way we were raised.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, and we're lucky we have that freedom
yeah,
to
that's the way it
question.
should.
Some people don't have that freedom to question. That's their religion, and that's how it is. And they don't have the choices.
Yeah, I
So
totally disagree with that. But
yeah. To me, I just if you live cleanly, you love everybody that needs the love. You send good wishes to people. You try to do no harm. You know, I don't care how it started.
that's
I,
where
you
I'm
know,
the same way. If you're a good person, which like I pointed out earlier, we all know good from evil. We do. It's built in us. So if you live to be good, you
yeah,
cannot do anything wrong. We all do wrong. Don't get me wrong.
yeah,
We
yeah.
all do.
That's how you learn.
We strive to do good.
Yeah.
Can't do wrong.
Well, you do wrong, it's not fun. It's not fun, you know. It's a hard path, you know. So
Shadow says, I personally don't disagree with anyone's beliefs. I
yeah,
totally agree with Shadow. David asked, that would be great, Mark. I can't remember the comments I made that you made that comment, David, but okay. Shadow says, I think I've been tested and pushed as far as any human can be pushed, but I still believe in God. Awesome.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, hey, that's a good point, Lisa. You're right. It is a good point, Lisa. It's a
It's
very good
just, you know, let people believe what they're gonna believe and try to learn from them, and you know, don't
point.
diss any of that shit. And
Point. What you're
you
saying,
know,
Lisa, what I'm trying to say is we all know good from evil. We all know good from evil. It doesn't matter what religion you are, you're going to know what's right and what's wrong. You know what's right to help each other and help people become better people, yada yada. It's wrong to bring them down and make
yeah,
them bad, whatever. So that's my point. It doesn't matter what religion it is if you're doing good,
yeah,
awesome. Love it.
yeah,
Absolutely love it.
yeah. Well, you
Drummond
start
says,
doing bad, it's a hard road. I mean,
Drummond
it's
says,
just
Drummond says, Mark
more.
asks who made God God is like asking where is the end of outer space and what is on the other side of the end of outer space and where does that end? It's beyond our comprehension. Absolutely,
Yeah,
Drums. You're right.
yeah,
Absolutely. You're
yeah,
right. But at the same time, I'm just trying to make a point of okay, we all are driven to believe in a upper spirit, God. Okay?
yeah,
And but my question is, okay, there's God saying, hey, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I want you to do this. Well, God, where did you come from? And who made you God? Who made you this person to say
yeah.
this is wrong, this is right, this is wrong?
Out of all
What
that dust, how did you get to be God? You know, how did you get to,
how
you
did you get the
know, Moses
person to
and the Ten
say
Commandments?
all these things? Exactly. You're right, Lisa. That's
Yeah,
my point. That's I'm not disagreeing with those things because those are all things are good.
well, that's why for me, evolution is natural. You know, it's I've seen things evolve. You know, we've all watched a German Shepherd go from, you know, a German Shepherd to one of these stretched out things with the big ears. You know, the Basset Hounds. We've watched Basset Hounds go from, you know,
It's
it's evolution. You know, it's how we plan it. But
I've got into so many arguments with people, Lisa, about evolution. I believe in evolution is the fact that you take a wolf that turns into a German Shepherd, and down the line, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there's evolution. There really
yeah,
is evolution. Okay, look at it.
yeah.
It's
Well,
evolution.
we've seen it. That's believable because we've seen it.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
it's
but
believable that, you know,
when
a
you say
lizard
the word
became a bird,
evolution,
became, you know,
but most people, when you say the word evolution, they think, oh, you're talking about ape turned into man. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
no,
that. I'm just talking about evolution. Oh, plants and animals
yeah.
to other plants and other animals. That's what I'm saying.
That's why it's more believable to us because we've seen it, you
Exactly.
know, and to have all of a sudden just a God decide that there's two people and then we're all inbred after that. I don't get it.
I understand, Lisa. I
You
do.
know, so
But it had to start somewhere.
it did have to, yeah, it did. And that's where Neanderthal and Homo sapiens and, you know, all these things come into separating us from the apes and all that shit. I mean, it has to come from somewhere. So I break it down to that I don't understand it. And that if I live cleanly, I'm polite and I'm nice and I do my part, you know, it ought to be good. I don't know. I can't see the comments. Somebody's making fun over there.
You said sounds like Oklahoma.
Oklahoma with a wind comes within the place.
Kind of says kind of like a tadpole, a fish, so to speak, and it grows to be a frog. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
And even
yeah,
those, you know, that you said that Shadow, the salamanders turn into different things. The salamanders
yeah,
have evolved into
yeah,
different salamanders.
yeah.
So just saying,
Well, just
already
that's more
different
believable to us because we've seen it. We've seen it. You know, I mean, I haven't seen anyone not get fucked and be pregnant. So that part's unbelievable. You know, so there's a line there. You know, there's a part
But
where I say if
that's
it
why
brings you
I
comfort,
say,
fine. But
that's why I say, Lisa, who's to say that God was not an alien that came to Mary and
yeah,
said, I'm going to impregnate
yeah,
you?
yeah. So isn't that what she said that she was, you know, told? And
Yeah,
then Mary Magdalene, she was a whore anyway. She was
right.
already married to John the Baptist,
That,
and he got beheaded.
so
So you know, we've
that's
come a long
weird
way.
from what we read that was 3,000 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, and it was
Who-
all hearsay, you
Who's to
know,
know?
to and with word.
In one of the classes I had in college and in high school was a very good demonstration. A professor or a teacher, whatever you want to say, had told the story, asked each student to tell that same story again and again and
Yes.
again.
Yep.
And it changed so fucking much. It
Yep.
wasn't even funny. It was like, oh my God, that's not what the
Yep.
story was.
Yep.
So, that being said, who knows what the real truth is?
Right. Yeah. Well, that's why it's like you can't down anybody for their religious beliefs
No,
because that's what they believe. You let them
it,
believe.
that's what they
As
were
long as they
taught.
ain't hurting anybody, they ain't, you know, all that stuff, let them believe. We're going to learn something,
And if they're happy with that
you
and
know?
they're doing good deeds,
Yeah.
amen to you.
Yeah. Yeah. More accepting. That's why I said my mother and they sent us to everywhere. You know, we had all those churches in our little community and we bounced around from one to the other, depending on, you know, who was doing what. And
That's what
you
I'm
pick up a little bit from each one and you make your own
saying
reality out of it.
about going
There's no
through
shame in that.
the Boy Scout thing, going through the God of Country thing.
Yeah.
We heard about every religion, and it was awesome. And all of them made sense. They did. Okay, I understand why you believe this. I understand why you believe this. And so I get it. You know, that's your perception of God and
Yeah.
religion. I get it.
If anybody's been through AA is highly religious. Highly religious. And if you smoke pot, it's like, ooh, you know, it's all or nothing. It is zero tolerance.
Right.
You know, they have zero tolerance and they're very religious, you know, and if you can break it down to, you know, who I believe or, you know, my greater power or Mother Nature or whoever, it doesn't matter. Just as long as you believe, man. If you get comfort out of that, I'm all for it.
It's kind of
I'm
like
all for it.
I'm laughing because this podcast is about herbalism, and everything on Earth is herbs and plant life and whatnot, and it's all creation, right?
Yeah,
And what we're taught is God created Earth. So all these things that are out there that are for our benefit, God created. When you
yeah.
think, right? So that's why I'm laughing, Lisa. I wasn't laughing at what you were saying, but at the same time I was, because the fact that just that, God, everybody knows God created Earth.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we are, and all these plants that evolved from what God created are beneficial to us. So hell yeah, I'm all about it.
Well, you go back to the Indians, and they have uh, remedies. You know, it looks like a lung, so that's what it's used for. You know, it's if it resembles, you know, that's what it's used for. A lot of the Indian stuff, and I don't know. I believe in evolution. I don't know where it started. I don't know where it started, and it's none of my business to where it started. Really, I just got to make
Yeah,
the best of what I have now,
exactly.
you know. And
Lisa,
if
I
we
told
make the best,
you, evolution is every day. It's every day.
yeah,
And I got into an argument with a family member about evolution. And when I brought up the word evolution, his first mind was man was created from ape. I didn't say that. I did not say that.
yeah,
When you look at evolution, my vision of evolution, you look at back at 1920s, the way people look, men and women, the way they look today, they're
yeah,
very more attractive today than they were then.
yeah.
That's evolution. That's part of evolving. You know, we have different insects. We have different animals
Well, we
because
have the same ones that
evolution.
act differently now, you know,
Exactly, Lisa.
because they've evolved. You know, the blind frogs at Blind Frog Ranch. You know, they didn't start as blind frogs. They evolved in there to not have sight because they, you know, needed to be like that. They didn't
Bingo.
need their sight,
Bingo.
you
You
know.
could have made a better
So,
demonstration. That was
you
perfect.
know, and
Yeah, exactly.
well, and
Uh,
Lewis and Clark went all the way across the continent when they were going out into uncharted territory. Lincoln and Jefferson, when they sent them out there, they thought they were going to actually meet dinosaurs. They
yeah,
thought dinosaurs still existed out there. You know, they when they undertook that whole expedition to go across, they were loaded up for pterodactyls. You know, T Rex.
and
They
if
knew
you
those
follow
things hadn't
Beta Moon,
existed. They
and
didn't
if
know
you
if they
follow
did
Beta
because
Moon, there's
it was
still dinosaurs
uncommon.
there today.
Yeah.
So
So I mean, you know, as long as folks believe in something, you know, and it brings them comfort,
they always will. They always
and
will. You're right.
my God evolved with me. I don't think my God is stuck in, you know, 1100 AD, you know, AD. I don't think so. You know, he's set that ball in motion, and this is what we've made of that ball being in motion. And different people have different beliefs.
Absolutely. So you're absolutely
You know,
100%.
just
100%.
accept it. You know, and that's how
Uh,
we learn.
Richard says, well, first of all, Mark Shadow says shots. We already did shots. Uh, Richard says, sorry, the Oklahoma thing was uncalled for. No, it wasn't. We say the same thing about West Virginia, Richard. It's all good.
There you go. Yep.
Shadow says, God created weed. Yes, he did. Absolutely.
He did.
I like it.
And it has evolved.
It looks like weed has gone from back when you and I were in high school to where it is today. It's
Leaps and
evolved.
bounds. It's evolved. That's why I said I'd like to think my God evolved with me. If he's all knowing and all that, he's evolved with it.
Yep.
You know, and
This Shadow says, like the short people that traveled on the little ships at Jamestown, Virginia, just saying they were
yeah,
little. Yeah, absolutely, buddy. Absolutely.
yeah, yeah,
When they arrived there, they started learning new things.
yeah.
Their beliefs became new beliefs.
What I don't like is the fear mongering of religion. You know, when you have to believe what we believe,
Yeah,
or you're
yeah,
not welcome.
yeah.
You know, no.
That's bullshit.
You know, as long as you believe, as long as you get comfort, and as long as you're not hurting anybody, and you're living cleanly, and you're raising your kids honestly, God loves that. He has to.
Yep, absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
I mean,
You're 100% right, Lisa.
so
100%.
you know. That's how we learn. That's how we talk about it. You got to talk about it to learn about it.
Evolve.
Yeah, yeah, we have evolved, you know, to learn about it. You know, they're just coming up with stuff about the ark. Did you see that? They came up with, through history and predicting how the jet thing goes, you know, how it crosses the country, the jet stream crosses the country, and how they predict, you know, they've gone back and seen that there was a flood during that period when he built the ark. You know, so that whole story about rain for 40 days and 40 nights, it's in the sediment of that they're digging into that it proves that that happened. So,
Really happened.
you know, did he put every fucking animal on there? I don't care. I don't, you know, whatever. You know?
Whatever animal we have,
Yeah.
that's what was there.
It's a great story, you know, and
There might have been more animals that didn't
but
get on there. I don't know.
they've proved going back that, you know, through that time period there was 40 days and 40 nights of fucking rain, you know. So it's just weird, you know, that there's stuff that we're not even knowing about that they're gonna find, you know, through our evolution and getting smarter and digging more and becoming more adept at it, you know.
Oh, yeah. No question about it.
I don't question where I've come from. I question how we're going to move forward. You know, we're going to move forward by this, you know, to loving each other. We're going to be accepting of each other. You know, whether you and I are going to work good together doesn't matter what you believe in. You
Right.
either work good or you don't. You know, you're either paying it forward, you're putting your nose to the grindstone, you're trying to be a better person every day. That's it, man. That's all you can ask, you know. So there's some shitty people out there.
Oh,
There
my
are
God.
shitty people, you know, and you want to say God, you know, God made some shitty people. Do you want to look at it that way? Yeah, it's his fault. You know, you could look at it that way. And I don't, you know, because those people had their own choices.
People make choices. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah,
And the way they were raised.
yeah. And they set that ball rolling. You set that ball rolling, you know, and all your choices come from that ball rolling, you know.
Coffee shop.
Woohoo.
This.
And coffee shots.
Woo!
Whew, guys, it's been a long day.
Oh, it has. It has been a long night. A long day. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. I want to appreciate everybody that's been in here 100%.
Yeah,
I'm going to
we
end
love
it,
you.
call it a night. I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. I'll be off tomorrow. I got to go to my doctor and go over a blood work tomorrow to
Nice.
see what's at. So,
Nice.
look forward to that and get that taken care of. Hopefully, I can take it care of medicinally through herbs. But we'll see.
Speak to them about it. See how accepting they are of it. You know, what they think of it.
I want to let her know what I'm doing to change me and what herbs I'm taking. Because that's a big part of it as far as what they prescribe to you. So,
Right. Well, and taking it at a good time interval, too. You got to stick to it. If you're going to do the herbal route, you have to stick to it.
Yep.
You know, you have to know that at 5 o'clock you're taking your pills, and this is how much you take, and that's how it affects your meds. You got to be in tune to yourself.
So that's a big part. I'm glad you brought that up. That's huge. Very huge. Shadow, love y'all. Appreciate you, honestly. Love
We
you
love
guys.
you, Shadow.
Also, Shadow, 100%, buddy. Can't say enough good about you. But hey, next week, I hope I'm going to try to next week when we do a podcast. I'm drunk. I'm going to try to do a podcast where I do a live in my kitchen, where I do a picture or whatever it is. That way you guys get a feel for what it is, how easy it is, and so forth. So look forward to it. Love you guys. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for being part of it.
Love you. Thank you.
I know you got a lot going on. I appreciate you 100%. You know that.
I made it. I forgot it was Monday.
Oh, love
So
you.
busy. Thanks,
Good night,
everyone,
everybody.
for stopping.
Good night. Shine on, everybody. Shine on.
Love you guys. We do.